dead flavors ni bebree. This way chocolate drink and then coffee drink and no be na me no man pay ama me hu na matumi aheha me kakra ama beti na fi antu so no bi na heat ni ko mu na ne ma boni bi o mu bi na mesenko na wotumi akonnwuma so na no pay and afi need fufu need abekwan me free akwa and bi na makwa akodi ama me ye friend tratra kama me need anadwo ma me nsuro bio need fufu ada romanti need abekwan so de yan abe ya no so de kama pa ya na kama nti no so wote ano ahwegu kwanse that say no a odo ingredients fry ya na wo sen no na so wotumi ade fufu ene wabekwan na ayefefefe de kama enyuma ku na no pay omukura yimu a ma betena se na me de critically should me de bro matter dia me say so de as usual a perfect man kaftan for that Roma perfect man for na apam e de hye me amama ye kama ma betena no pay actually me do mo number be ma na wo so wotumi afro mo na design bi opebia style bi opebia ene size bi opebia no wo sabituma ka bi o kafa ye adwuma kura fro mo wo mo pamata de ma mo be pambia mo amenka ne sa perfect man for be mo bi na so hye mo ho tuni afa wo mo na no pay wo mo boa ama bi dwuma di abro na as it is ya chichiri bibi se ya chichiri bibi a ya se chichiri ni yie na nsane ade na o chichiri no chichiri mu yie chichiri ni yie na nsane because esane a e de ha beba wo so articulator so mu lodu ne magusu a o mo chichiri ni yie pa sense so man chichiri ni yie a e betumi adwiri a e betumi de ha waba ukwa afuom na akotwitwa a wo chichiri ni yie sene ba betumi asoa na de abafie bibia o chichiri bia no o chichiri ni yie a ade ni gina yie en fa ha obi ma so wan chichiri ni yie a okwan bia so ebe dweregu edweregu a ebe sa ne ma bi emra odi kan de chichiri ya wan chichiri ni yie no wahwere sa amre nagu dwere edweregu ye no so no asa ne ma bi afi ansa na obese ahyehyɛ bio na wasa chichiri bio wasa nsemre ene ahoden nti wo ya na wani yie preko me yesa enfatu hu na me de achichiri me de atoto hu se oman so ya chichiri man nti so man no chichiri ni yie a ebegina ama hodo ide ho toto omo ho America no mo ne asefo de bia ye ka no o ma chichiri man no such a way say system no ye adwuma enti se pani ne kura pani bia ni ompa system na abama why de sesa we yes system no eye adwuma o ma chichiri man no ene yeso yesi ya chichiri ya man ese se chichiri no se de beboa yen na mu enkonko boa obi dabi de beboa yen aduane boa den food stuff aduane boa den ene tomatoes eketekete miensa 10 cedis kakra bi ketuwa bi ye bobo no kire wa ho bedwuru enkuruma ne boa den enyadoa ne boa den ene bayire ne boy den almost every food stuff aduane edi organ ha yan kase tumi dua no ne boy den pa aya no kro obi tumi ko gina bebe nkase anya no kre abayi ba ye hyehyɛ bi ode ba ya ye nyina yinim eye planting for food and jobs or see the planting for food and job enti no wunya food wudi no na wanya adwuma so ye farming aye sustainable job kuayo ye na febo and the first which we can say professional adwuma sha so we say sasa Adam yakopɔ bɔ no to true no mu no o ma ne ye kuani enti kuayo aye sustainable job enti planting for food and job no a complete economic transformational programmer ankaga na yeni haw ewi akire you say rearing for baby food and job neso no so nyemwa nkoko nyan ponche confirm preko krokokoko ene de eka ka ugina no so eno so yebe mpata ene adwene ni nyina no so yebe eno so another part of the planting for food and job Yenya minister de neto ano. Amasika yan say was planting for food and job no kra no. It's over 190 million US dollars. 190 million, I start to be corrected. But the minimum, when you show it's more than that. 190 million US dollars. And they say they were planting for food and job. Ebani say, and there is such an amount of money. Akoko wura are planting for food and job. Na ene tomatoes enyadoa mako enkuruma bayire ne nyina boye den sa e ba ne sen se eye no kure ene ye ka ti a kire ye ho a e ba ne sen ye such an amount of money secret sa no akwakọ se sika no kure ye converted ba cedis mu pe be simple na me hwe me mass nyeti me de we na be ye wo so fa phone na ye ma me na me hwe say ubenya say me fan say 190 million krompa times me fan say no dollar near 14 pa 2.6 billion Ghana cedis be bro sa wo dey fan say dia me the 14 credit calculate yen 15 pa we need 14 and I'm just calculating 2.6 billion Ghana cedis. O de ko Ghana die titidie no mu a trillions. And they say they will cry you. Yeah, they are planting for food and job. It's under normal circumstances. And say aduane bo den. Say ya no kura say this can yes adwuma na. Say ya no kura say this can yes adwuma na. Anka say aduane bo ho ye den kura. Eba di mpa anka nu pempenso aduri. Mama yenye calculation kitua bi na sabe me a manko suku abrochire mu suku amko ye manko bi no ene wo so hwe me asabe wo so ebia wo so wo de wakobi adu akire anaso so nkobi kura no ye fa fie nyansa kakra bi mu akonta bi hwe ye fa ne say tomatoes akomadanfo ene enim so bia tomatoes pa enti ye bekọ akomadan na ene poalugu ene some part of Volta region yedim so mudia tomatoes pa enti ye kwa akomadan no ye kofa ekuafo be 200 ahenu na yama obi bia $1,000 yama obi bia $1,000 ekuafo 200 e wa akomadan ko a say kuyani bi about $1,000 this ana and if I say $2,000 kuyani bi some fire a phone and I do about $1,000 for do na food input ahodo ado be adwuma no ya moa ho enti kuyani bi no ho ka e be $1,500 and $2,000 kuyani bi wo de fafa do na input no abanfa me support no fedua enti akomadan akuafo 200 a ya boa wo mo a yeso wo masene no ye wa agric extension officers wo ho a wo mu supervise se de be betumi aboa ama tomatoes na akuafo no edua no ye de abefo nimdie beka ho enti anya hwe akuafo 200 no ye betumi anya extension officers and as agric officers be 40 ye fa na say 20 mpa. Let's say query bakubia is officer bakubia is to 20 and I say 10 farmers. Yama side part to agric for neko school no. Esuafo no. Yama 10 enye adwuma ye. Oh baby. Enti say kuafo ye wa komada 200 obi anye tomatoes adaka 100. Obi anye tomatoes adaka 100. 100 times 200 dey. Yako palugu a. Yako fa kuafo 100. Na omuso yenye omusa. Yako fa mantemu, yako fa kuafo be 50. Yenye omusa. Bebi edua nkuruma. Bebi edua nyadoa. ye ko agogo asante asema agogo ni pati mo dua bode ekuafo ne ya so obi amu kakra ntia fa say $191 million a jidi wura mu no ye for $100 million enye sa adwuma we ye for 100 say no make say ye no kra say sika de ye kuayo a me see enye ye mathematics kakra bi keke ye for $100 million ye for $80 million e fa mo akuafo no say mo de bu nsom na mo nye na mo fa no na mo fa empam na mo fa monko fie enye de say mo ye input ahodo no ye de bebre mo say bi a fertilizer nyama bi ye be so masen munya djuma no ye wa agric extension office wo ho wo me de etamachi abere bi o me supervise ama mo de technology ka ho na yetimi aye na pwalugu fo baby akomadan fo baby voter region fo baby nti ebe ka bobo mu no na tomatoes bibiri ni yenya na nkurumai nyadro aso bayire nso yetumi nya ne sama ni nyeye body yetumi nya ma ni nyeye now so na aduane boy dey you see the kind of leaders I have. They don't account to anybody. Oba fa ne say obo musika eti dem form ho they don't care me wasika ne ya me make say ene wa wo hwe me no pe ya dia bisa ne kwaje ye ne de ye me no mienu ne etua ono no tin ba be dwe no Ghanaians are not lazy o Ghana for nya ni hafo debi pani pa bi frame na dan me yura ho pa pani pa bi frame me pesa me bo ni status o society mu eso me hu no o se kwabra ma pa na ba na me wakontom kakra meba me no bedi nkomo o se nafu a waye nyafu ketwa moi ohia di free agric ministry ni status o ye penny pa o se wa kai ka obi anfi no the then agric minister okope president yedi wo se wa kai ka obi anfi o no ne modern mo ana o de be nyina o de ye nyina o se kwabda san ko so mi mu a anka bura me yenya sam ketwa ena me no kasa wo mu adua buro sanka tumi so mase a anka bura ye dua de ye adwuma anka ye kokko divan koto buro wo ebira covid ba ya yenya covid sika bebe ba ye hu de ye de ye no na ko divan for covid sika kakra mu nya ye no o mu de dua buro buro na sa bra na covid ho ya de a aba obi asu no na ko divan for de fie nyansa dua buro ewie ye no buro no mu dua covid time no eno na ye poultry farmers ekokoto be feeding kokko awa Ghana ha meanwhile yesu enye sika ni bi ye de kwa do so chen Cote d'Ivoire for de wo ma yetim uka ni dia atemdidi nko a metu aka say this is the real ye nti bia amamuo yes de be ka bia phobia ho ye be ye upompo jai that is what we are seeing and when you experience ne eno kure obi anyansa enye nyansa ekuo ketwa bi nyansa eno na enyansa ene ye hu na mane Ghana kuafa ready so mbe somo man no na so mpanyifo ese otumi hwe de hye to dwa eboa ma manfo otumi henhan mo ye adwuma no sanka ye tumi ede sa agric hye ye adwuma aka hye dwan ho eboa de adi ne ya na manfo do uti pimpim tomatoes keke utumi nto bayire etwitwa na se de amemi hawo bode nkuruma keke nkuruma obetu adwa won fichiri mpo no ho asem krai kan je say why $190 million so and they say they are planting for food and job sika na wahe aduane na yesi ye no wahe kuya na yesi ye no enuane no wahe no ba no wahe akuafo do se na de ma wo mo akuafo na disika na say wan na disika ni ti aduane eboade because me say agric a sustainable job ya awotoatoa so ye be yesa en say that so utumi ye ni yi nko ade a na so resources nko ade a we ni problem bia eya esa say e come here say obi anfo obi anya hwibio obi nya tumi ade opebia no ye ankanya nwangwase ya say $43 million akwati Odo River mu $43 million US akwati to Odo River mu yenye ni to Odo River se city here. Nobody is accountable to anybody and obi ade opebia mi wo sika na ye de a o mani achichiri ni yi a eye mayen ya achichiri ni yi a ebe sane adwira gu. That's a fact. Etime aduane boy de me fa mo bia e wo mu say climate change ni amane bi de but see e de ahobrase ene o man ho do e de rasa plant for food and job mu ene e de no kore eta akire a ankanye se edu be bia yeduri esase yanka no kore na e de atro ene na da ene yehu dede ene plant for food and job plant for food and job from so enya no kore no esusu so na ba no mpeni say so twa kontompo e kasa osafo ayira oda bonten ma mo nyina chia no pay e da mo sepa se mo hwe me ene ya bere ni sa na ye bako straight to the point ene ye komo bi de ba ko e fa IMF nhihye ayayi ye nyina nim say IMF ye koyi ehun sem bebre DDP ayeye o my Ghana mu pensioner fusika sorry amount for investment haircut nsem bebre me pesa me kai bi no yawo ye nyina ka ho bi amana no for so de o muka na say ena o mensa na hene say ye Mose isa say ye ne one year de o muka bilateral debt yi no mfo no wa ye de o muka no ye no makotena say no e ka no say see etua na yi a o ma twemire no mu de amaye ebi beko 2038 ene na sefo na ebinom kura ye ka no mu de bi a cheyen o ma bi ti say South Korea so man de bia me kasa Ghana ye wo Japan de bia ka South Korea fo na say de ma omo ne Japan fo ana German fo omo de omo ye correct enye China fo ye de ama omo hu de omo yi o de che no man say na hene say ye si kasa mba begina man pani so aka ye si kasa mba begina because of sa hihye ya etumi akoko ye nti. Is that the reality? Dr. John Kwache Director of Research at the IEA. Doc anope ye mo wache. Doc Machi o.
Yo, good morning o.
Na poverty say doc.
Me hu ye.
Ye de radio ase. Anope da wase pi no womre. Wada roma ye di nkoma fa sa IMF ye ko ye ene susu sanso ne ma hodro ewo mu nyina. Na say na finance minister Babaka say ye ne wo mo a ye de omoka ewo amanone no ye no matu akosi nkonwa ama fe nti ase ayadwuma ya ye nimu masimu menka ne saa ye nimu economy no mu no saa hihye so mkoye no hefo no mkoye ye na ede de firi mu baaye na de firi mu baaye ne yade bia se ebo se ana wada roma.
Okay, me that. Say program na ye ni IMF ye no. Requirement back one important any say we say yen restructure data yen debt na enti no you started from domestic debt no a domestic debt exchange yeah no enti na just aka woman so external for no woman hold the debt externally no ti woman ye ni negotiations no akoso a che in fact ye che mu mienu one side here from bilateral creditors. Yes, I say country, most the European countries, China and so on. This is our group, no, and they're from bilateral creditors. And I feel so your bond holders, commercial, yeah, issue Euro bonds, and they want more motono. Almost the ABN countries, some companies, individuals, near they. So yeah, from figures now, many who know. na ɛsɛ bilateral for no ekita debt ne bɛyɛ sɛ 5 billion ɛna bond holders no ekita bɛyɛ 13 billion wɔn deɛ no na ɛso nti yɛn nneɛma akasa akyɛ na afei na yɛn finance minister na aka kyerɛ yɛn sɛ wɔn conclude saa negotiations no with first bilateral for no ɛna afei nso bond holders no commercial for no nso figures na wabupɔ so no just a confirmation ọba because yana who be hanu ako be out me who say exactly saying to get obema more details but waka kire say you know omanya no relief no egu ahoro an say e be say interest rate I will pay no won be reduce no na fi won ma twe time I will be you know principal no so akwa akire and na bi so ye outright cancellation just almost the debt na cheyen enti sa figures nyina na ye ne o ma twe akwa akire ne o ma twa mu any bi o interest payments no so I know so e ateso no ni nyina no just o ba na e betumi confirm figures no. Okay. But so far, no one can say you are making savings. Ebi cry cover 8 billion. Now savings, no, yes, me person met you and say no, or person check savings near there, they change completely, and now say, no much share question no to be a cajon.
And actually, my
well, details in my yes, but a beba.
Okay.
Because the impact, you know, on the economy be depending on the how much they are charging you, the how much defer, and interest, no, interest rate, no matter so. But yes, me personally can say, oh no, or you're happy, or say, oh, the dear best time my any day, or no cry yet, you so can say, hey, and yeah, a charming exchange rate, no back off. Since okay, no exchange rate, no, well, because in the first place, no, Sikano a bebano. Well, you know, I must say, relief now was when you restructuring. Was it a being so be Sika cash flow? I beba mining from them. I must say, no, cry a best 4 billion or 4.5. But the most important thing is say once all my years are negotiations, you know, IMF also a third disbursement as one year my already all my 600 and at the next one about 360 million. We are on my way that restructuring with external creditors no. Afena almost you know program no one review on baby you know. And they call IMF board no more approval. No, the almost a bit happen very quickly. By Monday, Tuesday, end of this month also. Sana no more can. Near no more China see any external creditors in the until once I hear no. Almost the qua IMF no by approval now 360 million no. And yeah, one more approval and yeah, ain't take it days. Now hate the Bank of Ghana account. But advantage is a woman say. Others also no more change. Development partners need be almost so change. That negotiations into IMF also release almost the World Bank, African Development Bank, and even some other development partners and so be releasing almost come to be my into Nina Cambodia, and then they be depending on period. No say I hear never ABR. A month way, I hear never quarter way, I hear never 80 okay can in our bomudia. Let's just say foreign exchange ever by my anymore. I'm a Bank of Ghana air reserves no I increase it. And you want to bet me I intervene in the market. Because so far the Bank of Ghana change to me intervene because some reserves no program no such as some reserves no maintaining no. There's a minimum level go below it. And the Bank of Ghana about 6 billion reserves, almost so, and almost change because I'm a former almost so. And the one side they say the people back down on it there. Let's just say, Omobetmia A used to be to intervene in the market. 80 years, but it's exchange rate, a benya effect on it. And a best things are helpful from one more almost speculating, as they say, be almost $2. A keep almost hold on as almost a cost running and no gain, A being so, a better return almost dollars need to the market, almost a rate no by follower. And they are not so very helpful. And from my own estimation, they say exchange rate now, you see, a 15 to 16, it's most likely say in the next few months that you can't ever buy my anymore. As so crab to me at Kakra about 13, 14. I don't expect to say a back crash here down, but at least a subatic Kakra now, a sukra and tikra, a best stabilize it.
Okay.
I will be a one. This is the expectations are going forward.
Okay. Doc, my name is okay, Kaya, and okay, say, almost say, Sikabi, almost Sikabi, almost the Achayan, a year. Sikado do sign in a finance minister and cash on the Achayan. Is it $4 billion, $8 billion? Sikado do sign on some of the Achayan, what are Roma?
If I told no, I can't say figures, no. Who be and there's no official publication. They are maybe coming directly from negotiations now. ABI documented. ABI can say IMF wishes come the be mine I documented at least here crab it me a internet so I could pick any idea. We know and yes and say publishing no sir. And you know. So far, me then a few minutes and no there no Kasejama savings I pay savings or what's savings a total of about 8 billion. But savings no or because I savings the person me who say a year change complete na because I savings I say be a hold the car. Next say utia. Now o credit and I catch say main tiano this time. Tiani this year, Tiani next year. And the other time, I want to can say why a savings because the canker would be up to why would be Tiano.
Yeah.
Won't find Tiantino say next can be available to you. I'll bet me the idea be before from. And nothing what your president can say. I feel I want my way debt restructuring. Your project NIPIA are stall ye bet me in the sense as they say no. Government a budget or my cash flow, you can't be a cash flow, income, new expenses. No. If I said cash flow, the income, no, the where you revenue are collecting the income, no, but and then the back out, no, and interest payment, any debt, no, Drew Selbit, piano, so and this can be back out. It is a who save on data. Not just say they say we income na ebemuno and revenue ebebro or expenditure na can so just say when you extra money.
Yeah.
What the can say one kutia na just say when you extra money and I'll bet you the aye people from. It is not just say ebebano but yes you say most of the debt one defer they are postponed you are lengthening maturity and the say Bianca ebe mature this year and next year no much share question. Most of it in the adoption you bet ya.
Na ya twi kwa chire a sanka say ye tua na afia da anyway insika ne bia so nsihu ka ho. Enti aka say etumi mature next year no ne interest ene ye de beka na nka kokotua. Na say no so mo twi kwa chire a sa tweno ma twa kwa chire nyana ne interest ne bi be ka na say old interest na no be so mu say fa ne say bia e say kotua be $10 million next year ndika bia biu a o ma twen e de ko e bia 2030 a enfia na ka wa chire no eno so interest be accumulate and as no interest be any so.
Well, me and I make say debt restructuring em say part of it since year interest no coupon your friend coupon is 10% to you no omo negotiate em say no so matter so it is any domestic debt exchange no so no ha no hwe ya interest na wo bonds no so near de no almost it so maybe ground 20%, 20, 30. Almost it so about 10, 18 yard. And he may assure say we know so woman yet be such as interest no woman it so ama woman.
Okay.
And he existing debt in there may need interest no ever cost. Just say bia uko borrow from dia and any of course interest no will be different. But them says existing debt in the normal negotiate ama the friend coupon or interest them say or reduce no ama woman.
Ya hwe ebra ye ne IMF foodings awo so no sika bia o de bre ye no about $600 million eno de di kan no say sika ne ba system no mu no ne ye hwe kwasa betio ma exchange rate no akofom pa ma ye hotumi ahenhan ye but still na no ekosoro 600 mpo no ye hunu so papa na 360 no giri say betio make difference bia na
o so na me kai ye no enye 360 kwa minister no say cash flow be can negotiation for my now and we need am say just enya details but the figures of boss me metia or figure my cash flow be come from them on be paying cash of about 4.5 billion and no just and I'm say just about the confirm and no pa ho IMF also no one more release almost party a program no ma approve pen no start release almost 360 million no World Bank of also be release almost there minimum exact amount no African Development Bank be release almost there ya no mo nyina atwan and the development partners no so be release almost there but Jacob Brand person me can say o deka na say ya di chokra that's fine send a help but you near different there, of course, you're better. But baby, I away. Say you're the first time I drew her new. You see, even a HIPIC, very referable to HIPIC. Yeah, huge relief. Just I'm this kind of be chair, and yeah, the HIPIC time, you know. Make I said because of statistical in 2006, debt to GDP ratio SOT by 26%. The cash figure in 2006 because of President Kufuor and call HIPIC no.
Yeah.
The debt relief we any ability debt to GDP ratio about 26%.
Yeah.
But if you want and you call back to your bad old ways, no be spend it, you enough revenue cover it, the deficit near finance, near borrow. I bet do 2022, no. Now, your time covers 100%. From 26 to, and as they say, no debt exchange, you know, I don't know, I so they say, be I any number 70 or so. And you know, idea I do, ya have either. And the way I see it, a short term relief will be a wubenya. Oh, the most important thing is that you bet me a discipline who going forward, you know, so that never again, and you bet who you bet through sir and pempen, so never again. Otherwise, that relief way is going to be just temporary. Already, you know. Yeah, government no consider how to spend the money. I
want to number some but number say ujiri say sika ye be sometimes the tat mo bro fa kasa kasa o say consumables and to me find investment papa bia na se for ujiri say sika ya e be ya de ka bebre anese for nursing training allowance ye ntua teacher training allowance and also nursing for the ntua bi teacher training for so the baby o and ya de kan keten bebre say tumi training na ujiri say e de ne sese ye sika ya be e de ne ye fanye said the beya and no so nkwankwa ya kabi fama meto ho a yenya so faso bia a be sama ya sakwati bia ya wo kan say never again you know yes I enko be ko mpa enu sam pempenso yi.
Yeah, no, in fact, points now I'm making there are very important because the unya debt relief now it's cap on some, and you know, who cost spending on consumption. It's only a working. Udi kotia allowances, udi kotia contractors salaries are ebi arrears. All those expenditures are recurrent, no. Enya dia development expenditure. A bit me that a bema returns crowd, ubet me the oka one. Now, some controls no dear meme. I don't know how you bet me a control government such that savings yum so many almost spending on president projects. Projects yes a hundred most of it there. It's a good idea. But send your car economics, you say money is fungible. And in the sense that it's very difficult because they won't call when ever controls are there, no. Because them say parliament needs our power, no. And you know, now say IMF has a you better develop fiscal rules. I beg guiding fiscal policy no near day. What a year contribution I did acquire and say a bit to me and caffeine there economy. That one of the rules no yan say the KPI Yebeko Boruno. Yen spend it on development projects, development expenditure. Yes, our law. No. To send you be twinkle borosika, no fan call yen spending on entertainment or allowances or something else. And noon to me and my returns are that year debate at the end. We hope say there are justice at the end. We hope say Parliament will take it seriously into consideration. Because I don't know my discipline I want to scrap I just say war personally, who could borrow sika. That's all they call warrior. And now they call talk casa. And so we say Unya returns be a that would be cano. But who could borrow sika now the Korea project to be and now tell the Kobu Jumebia. Then we say Obenya returns the TS cano. The country knows the same thing. Yes, and Kayakobora. Yes, spending on development expenditure. Opienya controls no in place like that. And it's kind of a bano. Jacobra, you are right. I mean, sending a bit to control government into sending on diverting into consumption allowances, especially election time. Election related spending. There's that risk, no. Let the government will push it to future government so. On the better spend it abokana to one, the future government and a baby.
And can someone say maybe Sana Kedia sorry now? Will come what some say. And see the challenges are the next administration which are they were here.
Oh, I know the papa. I mean, me just next government, me sympathize me I don't envy next government because baby I sika your debt cry you see any relief in your thing still high and then a bit time where a payment in the differ so a become due until there are other difficult areas as a government it tries always sorting out arrears are piling up and look right they are out into yenti papa contractors yenti omka this is assembly's common fund yemfan koye get fund yenti road fund yenti nurses allowances yenti teacher training allowances yenti it's just a debt are piling up next government now over inherited when then you come to the energy sector. And so debt I want on and yasam ketwa. Then you come to what you do about National Cathedral, no? So obiba complete, somehow. And all these next government will be inherited, and it's not going to be easy. Why November? Yeah, hardship. I say you face no crown. Just a back and I increase it further. Because I see every time tightening your belt.
Hey, no, come here, you must no paper.
Oh well, no. I mean, I'm not scaring. Yeah, but I'm just trying to tell the truth. Okay, so that next government, at least, are very aware what they are going to inherit. But with discipline, and let me say quickly, I say, in terms of resources, well, yeah, care about your debt, your expenditure, and all those, arrears, many other. But your resources and so natural resources, maybe I may cancel, no, enough support from people. Say, why are we not tapping your natural resources? Why are we not? Why are we still negotiating deals, contracts? Foreign companies 85%, they are for 15%. Why? Why are we doing that to ourselves? And here for Sikana Yetapua, you bet me, they are supporting and development. And Kakra Yekoko Boini Adi. Still, Mrs. Crawford talk about future. Oh, Chekrano, Yebenya access back to the European market. BOTT people are contemplating, and I'm saying, oh, but should we even be doing? As I see, as I call you, we don't need to go there. We don't need IMF aid. We don't need and people don't get it.
Doc, near Burkina for ye. Yeah, for Burkina, yes, so common I denounce so the Brennan so young Kakrebin can say. Burkina for Tuana Mumbi. I'm a neighbor, Saka Cratches, I am a 4% common war musca from near maybe. I can't say Burkina for trouble. Omodi wo madwene si bibi say send your person ye man no echo. We decide a few years to come no Burkina economy no ebekoko gina say Ghana yetumi nya bibi soronko a ebetumi nso yakoti bi a etise mu ana.
Of course. Onye ma mo ye no ho no very simple things. What here? Matise say tomatoes cry the boy dey power hey. Matise wo ma block exports of tomatoes to what is it? They are already build a tomato refining factory or refine tomatoes. Matthew.
Yeah.
Now say who pictures are one more year you for also military regime. One more year civilian craft, but ideas not the one more say minerals or mining or owning no. Yes, or my laws just or refining or country or any idea. And in the Ghana, I then yet see what that so called economic transformation. You better transform economy, no? You better add value to raw materials. Yeah, and we are not we account as some and we are not taking concrete steps towards that. I don't know, sir. I like Martin on the one launching a great transformational planner. Also, no, it's transforming the economy in the primary. But then I make us say, let's hope, sir, you bet act concretely instead of just lip service near pay. No, look at something like Simply Cocoa. The world chocolate cocoa market, your value I think they do 150 billion. One American, and so no, the raw material market, is worth 10 billion. And any Ivory Coast near other producers tap into just who export no raw. We are all sharing just 10 billion. Meanwhile, the value to refine or and can better tap into 150 billion world chocolate market, And we are not doing it. As I think Ghana, you want the largest, cocoa chocolate factory in the world because only the second largest producer. Why is that largest chocolate factory? Why is it situated in maybe Netherlands or Switzerland? Why? They don't produce cocoa, and then we are not doing it. Kwame Nkrumah factories are establishing you produce to be self-sufficient in virtually everything. You are collapsing in and yet sugar factory crack back when it started here. na politics na we say na we say na we say we say na we say one year say you just wanna equipment in na air roto tema oil refinery yen own refinery as you the refinery oil you just you air roto and ya rather ya a foreign company Chinese company a contractor or no more refining you know I don't think they hear these things to ourselves. As a country, your cash cows in your tongue. You need a national airline. You need a shipping line. You need a refinery. It be common railway ground. You need it. Why? What sort of country is this?
No, can I pay that? Say why?
Okay, no problem.
No problem, Ampa. Yeah, so bend Dr. John Kwachi, or your Director of Research at the Institute of Economic Affairs, IE, and you didn't come on and pay. Na Nensa Mokano says, Sabi, we are no quafua. Ubetiasia, we are no quafua. Ubetiasia. You better than as a papa. Na asamba kwa katwa to ama mekana mira ho ne say the oil refinery. I remember those days about 20 years ago I'm here jumo Meridian FM Otama. Minimum na ye. Na minimum faso na wo so. Nya no mpo by 10-15 years ago mpo. 10 years ago mpo. Nti rail line cry ni bi. The train ba ko cry nya adwuma. Nso e ministry of railways development. Railways development. How you develop. What is na kwaba?
Yeah, come. Yeah.
Maybe aboko.
No me adom.
The radiasi. The radiasi. Ore bobotwe memo akwaba.
Doctor the kasa okare twa no. It has really shaken me. Yeah, I came in with beautiful smiles and energy, but anyman yet.
Openi okasa sisi ayi ono no edwam tinani ede ma wo mu aye plastic ne ma rubber ne ma organ ha no. Eye Ghana Plastic Manufacturers Association. De enti owo fia na no pe ni se. O men so afohwe ye dwadie ni frinyuma honsam so onunya fo KT Hamon. Ede hihye bi eba se excise duty 5%. And finance ministry, sorry. And at the buyer. Na I come say one more how. Esa se me kan minimum say ese wo mkrom tuetue sika bi. Omo titi sika bi tutu. Esa sika ni tumi accumulate huge. Omo na koje ya na say e wo be bi ni yinim. Omo so omo how. Na omo ma aban no nefua kakra bi. Saa gina esi ewesie no. So omo ahwe ansan a obi to omo hofo. Na si that's a plastic be a new any idea special IC. There's a submarine so ti ye be friend na be fie ha. De oye bia wo se wajai no ko tu kwan. Wajai waba. Obi chichiri mu ama Ghana for so tumi ate ase. Nti ra no pe be da wase no wo mbe.
Yeah, me dance me chie etiefo nyina.
Bo how pa any day.
How ne there. Said you kind no. For the past 12 to 13 years. Sa emra no kra no sa tax ni ya na ye di bae e hihye ye say aban NGN tax bi ye friend no 10% environmental excise tax on yen raw materials e bi mu ana ye yi etu esu ho ebesi 31st December 2023 sika yaji afasa tax no mu no is about 1.97 billion Ghana cedis.
1.97 billion.
Yes. In fact, ye jai krasa ye kind. Into this year cry ye in kind ye how much ye tuya. But me no can say ya ye can say aba say e was say ye yisa and your money free habwa. Still ye tuya. And they say me mu busumino. And GRA for started ye say omo free ye omo dinkrata bi e man say Aban assigned another tax bi aba omo atu ni din 5% excise tax. Ye nneoma bia ye beye e wo Ghana ha to say special ice nsuo ne tini any bottle no any ne label no nyina no yen sign NG 5%. Say ohwe mu kra enye 5% because obe charge 5%. We are be friend tax on tax. Enti IHNLs, IHS health levy. Correct. Any get fund, any COVID levy, and also you best charge sa tax no be so. Until the boom tax in ebeko gujina 7%. Now say see ankasa purchasing power form. Until say you can say ye sa tax no apan so sa ACC say sa tax no consumer tax. Until ye gi sa tax no wo a wo ba beto nsuo nanom. And I say pure water, and I say we polytank. Ebanisa emema enyoma bo akoso. Ebiom aban ehihye tax no one fraying, not even 1 minute to say you pese yemfasa tax we mbranti mo adwen saying. Plastics nsusu very technical. Ye wo mu akodo emienu. The different flexibles, any rigid. Rigid ne bini say wo plastic polytank, and our chair, and our furniture. Any flexibles no ebini wo carry bags. Inti say wo ka say wo ba beji tax. Ebema say plastics no de cause environmental pollution. Wo de ba be ye hu adwuma. Wuntumi nka nkyere me say PVC pipe na electricians for and building contractors for be use a dan no ema any problem wontumi nka nkyere me say me polytank no ebe cause environmental problem but oka say shopping bag no me gitum
polytank be chuo mo sunu
eno de me gitum but omo esan say omo embusa ye nti and the plastics bia na de ya e was a tax no say ibusa say tax no for a thing. I'm say a government revenue. Enti enya de omo tax no na bia omo de ebabe see a plastic pollution no and there be a government revenue. Meanwhile, sa 1.97 billion no besi sabre ye kase yinji mu 1 cedi mpo say ye de kwakoye plastic recycling ho adwuma nti ye tre letter ekoma finance minister say sa tax we die ye ntiase ne how no ye bebre nti ye pese ye ne mu etenase na ye hunu kwan ya befa so nti mu ntwen sensan finance minister we to kwan sa na mo kire ye nti ye wo say ye wa twen mu say obeba na de ye say ye mfa no kan ye de naka Dano Edward ya ebetwe mu ye.
Good morning, uncle.
And one say GRA4 started say almost free yen almost any yen demand notice. Say sa new tax no. Yen started say yetua. Na say yen tua dia. And the ombeba yen jumum abema ya assessment. No mo twa tax bi dia man. Omo assign the penalties e the atoso ama say yen tua. Na sisi ankasa adwuma ye no e kakura na ye bo because of dollar nti sisa na be dia and ye mema Ghana for aso ate say edikan GRA4 omunjai say omuma harassment eto so biom eye finance ministry and I say aban ye mamu and 1 week mumba embeka bibi e wo we hu enkyere se mo anye ne sa dia and ye be shut it down. You shut it down so and call for a plastic companies e organ in abumwa permanent workers are woman. It's over 30,000. Omunyina be coffee. Eba na sanzu so a said you can special ice omunya bottle enye juma other companies omu use nyina omunya edi a how kase pa ene beba enti yeah how
no woka say mu no wodi ka say sika 1.97 billion bi wo ho a sa to no mo ampo na mo de mo susu e ba say
correct
mo na mo ye rubber ne ma na ya de bi gugu abontinti no bo pese mo tua say sika no na ka o man no etubi de sisa rubber no de manage my dream my na kakra say si etubi nya 1.97 billion o sa to amo amotua no mu a sika na de na de aye e wo ho de amunu say wo ho ya de ABB ama obu akuta hyem so we ni ya de ye
sa sika no a core consolidated fund,
okay,
which is a general pool for government, and yenjin di say e wo ho said the maker no sa sika no kra ye jai say ye di echire,
okay,
because eno di akoye law bia e wo ho a sesi a wo kwa koyi wo nioma
no wo dada
eno di ubetua. But it's so sad. Say sasika we ye chichem 100 yi ba kope juma ebetumi edi ewo plastic recycling and as a plastic waste management is a big thing, but aban minim dia all this kind of year. And like I said, you know, say see a de kura on person mo no almost say a government revenue. There is no footnote. Back on the yen ye hye.
Okay.
And here the footnote in eto ho say sika no.
We
Religiously for plastic waste recycling and management. But we need the omo no hye bae. And eno the a government revenue.
Na what can someone to san frem? Ebra mo twa wadwene siso say mo na mo ye the main stakeholders are. Akeso no mutumi di nkomo ansa na samre kwatumi aba mo twom adwene siso say de omo aye emoamo na mo kan a anu ye be na wo de mama anasa mo nka ho hwe kura
ye share empenifo bi on few occasions. Yes, acknowledgement in ho say it was an oversight. Na omo sign aye review kakra de ye kire ni say sesi ano yentumi njentum omu en suspend omu defer implementation no na ye nyina ye ntenase na ye nka ye timbom. We agreed to some point say we need to contribute something for plastic management. We agree, but wuntumi emfa plastic product bia say ono de ye charge no sir, and that 5% is just too high. Yeah, assumptions be.
Okay.
Assumptions say you use 0.5%. You use half of percent now. We can even rake in 700 million
a year.
Yes, for that tax.
Okay.
Say ka say yeah excise tax. Now no port of entry on the raw material. I sincerely believe say we can even absorb it because we don't want to pass it on to the final consumer. That's about 700 million. Now, Oka say, 5%, which it comes to 7% at the end of the day, then you are really talking about billions of revenue. So, according to say, ye fee say, a buying ABA IMF conditions, you know, and on off because it's all about revenue
generation.
Yes, and according to say, quite way your first one, you bet to me in your sansicano, but it's rather going to bring down the economy of plastics. Where you can import duties are yetua. Ewo habo say ye nyoma eba. We are talking about 10.52 billion. Not million, billion in revenue, import duties alone. Ye ka say electricity I consume. We are paying on monthly basis, no. Bosumu biya no. Yentua kra no 146 million Ghana cedis.
Every month.
Every month, and a year, every month in electricity consumption alone. Exactly.
Wow.
And we don't default. You use smart meters in your identity and you can't play around it at all. And we are one of the economic pillars of Ghana. At the moment, Ankasakrano, your competition is so bad, so severe, because your western and eastern borders, is so porous. Nti yen port tariffs, yen tax systems is very high. Nti Nkrofo, free, Togo, Freeport, Abidjan, and then it comes to our borders. Nti Ubeko Jomunu and Yomano Eho is selling cheaper. In fact, some of plastic manufacturers are almost PVC pipes. We can't even sell in Western region, especially Takrady. And Nientini say companies are almost Abidjan, because tax form. So they're able to smuggle. Yes, companies, but traders smuggle eba, and it's selling way cheaper than us. Abaying nina. Enti yen problems, bebre. And I think for the first time in the history of Ghana, plastic manufacturers, yen yes, did the way Peter. Yen car say you shut it down. Say, Obia onim plastic manufacturing, it causes a lot of money to shut down, but we are prepared. In fact, a lot of members in other companies, they are even looking at indefinite. Already, 2 are relocating Eco Abidjan. One of them, popular, you will all know, paints and plastics. Almost to 2 on BBR at the core Abidjan. But, and it is still, they are being exported back here.
So the fact how Juma here to Hano. And Yama said the taxes in Yemen, almost the Coco d'Ivoire.
That's right.
I don't must the Babaton.
And Mikaipa say one of their production managers, Tamo Amubabe Free or Fremi Kasai Bibri say Mempe baby, Memuano, Maninya Ejmebi, and Concoshe. Because any idea Omo Faomo at the Omako, because a French, and the setting is totally different. Menoka say 2 more companies, Omo yes simulation exercise, Ebo Togo. Omo aje asase, Omo yes simulation exercise. And to bibia eko year, yebeba, ebetutu your machines at the ako. So what it means is that you're creating employment for your neighboring countries, and then we are increasing our unemployment rate. And you manko ye meaning enko ye. And he say plastic manufacturers, say you to me eba bontin ebe kase. Like I say, and yet.
Na yehwe mudi o hena na mo force tax no so a eno anka mo hye da ni mu ha papa ene mu nyon so na force tax no so a eno so bitumi ha adwene isa o ka PVC ne polytank na.
That's right.
Ene we ne rubber ye kototo ne ma wa bontin ne ne mudi o hena na wo kan was tax.
Yeah, what the friend single use plastics. And he say wo kan bibi to say sa black shopping bags you say wo ka say styrofoam, the different take away food packs, no way near there. Who can be about data, the but furniture, plastic furniture, won't to me and case and no a creative environmental hazard. And since recycling, we are doing close to about 400,000 metric tons. In fact, there is one single company. Circle every day or top plastic waste 100 tons every day. In fact, say you can say you shut it down waste and crop me sure say muhu and crop and am exercise obi abijai because to me ya tum and was a sakura was a the alcohol. So the cascading effect, a bebre and yes, Sir said we don't want to get to that stage. You say you better shut it down. You shut it down. The consequences is so dire.
Ano pay a rap a bobuchu, you back your home, and in the betting if you are quackum saber pong. And then some no cano, and this is so cacra. I mean, you say ye kan abampa for hwe ye bo mode se bitumi akọ na e ba de say na trade ministry ho bon wo mu na GRA finance ministry rather ho bon wo mu na ke no mu ni nkomo kakra emphasize mu say what can we do about this essentially the kind of mirror ho say pen and plastic be kai omo ye ne ma bebre organ ha pa omo ko and na dem yan say ne ma na omo kokọ Cote d'Ivoire no ma san beton wa mienu so eye ahobo try na mo Togo ejitu e fa ya pa omo so mo ko na say sama kai a mo eye pen big big fu eye pen ni shaving stick ya ye ni bi tu twitwi ye abo you say omo ko Cote d'Ivoire enti it speaks a lot na ye bedi hu komo ni ahwe say ni ye pese ye ko no a ye be ko ne sa na se bitu en hu bibia na asam no obigafo be kan be kire madwene e wo ho na asam adi kan kan na komo bi die no samet bo kra so kosoro ama urunyafo ketiamon chief minister say o de mra bi ba e be kire ko samet do se na se ye ton samet organa ha ana o mo ye samet no se hwe ha ne he unimu ka ye bo ne ma ho a cost of production kra mai raw materials wan samo mai transportation ho mai electricity na sefo nyina wo ka nyina bo mu a je say enya sem ketwa na ebisa say ono so say asa no be ye no na o ka say bi se do se ka men to win kan o hasisi ai na ye hwe say sa na say ye kono so ban ai pese nyuma ba o man ni mu ye to be for kwa mi so nye no ma ne nya ye obi a wo betu an han kakra na mo we semeti use ka so be kon so ne ka ewu ti eno so ye be di ho kobo na fe IMF nsem ne ya hwe taxes nsem no ti ma Kenya etu ato akoso onya sem kweto ama nipa duonu mi yesa 23 ne wuye ama ye sie bi no na mafu bu fu Kenya nya sem kweto akra abane ka se me de me ana me ye e ko wi ase de akokoba no abana sa atwe asan. Does it make sense to you? You be doing come. You say Salisi Sampieli so be kayesa. And I know you right mo akwaba. When I was a person no womre. And then no permission say na Saturday there. Tutu e den a. Mo bokwa yi. E da masi ene mo mre. Enti Clement, what is going on? Utie yewura samo kan ye ya. Minimu de se eyehihye bi na mo ye ne ye ni mu aba ne ye ne ye ni mu a obi ni but wutie na samo na is that the way to go?
Yakoba an pebe damasi na ye tie so ni ya hwefo nso.
I remember 6 minutes wa that room.
Na mama Mr. Abo Botwe so akwaba on UTV. Mr. Bo akanasem asem na o kan nyina no ayi asem a efa oman no yedi ho menya sure so bu Ghana ha onyaya na nka Ghana abutu but eno man ketenkete bi wo ho a na esese yemia ye ni se behwe se na tie obisa se de na ban no eya betimi aboa sa no man eja ko ma no kwasem wo ni se the whole world you're stressing the taxes kwa obiya hu se enoma esesa nti enoma bi ananka 2 years ago yenji so tax no ende be hu se anti sabium na no be ka tro bi se bi mfa oman bi ntoto Ghana ho obi ateni memo nti ne yeto oman bi adi but oko oman bi ti say e bia USCC ya no ko be ti say New Jersey ya anka apo ye ya wi oko supermarket no ko to grocery no ko ye bibia e bi wo na taxes kwa any so but no ko taxes wo so meni Mr. Ebobotwe e ya adwen o be say anka ministry no edi sa adwen no e ba no nanka ye say omuni omo edi hu komo esan say before kra no mo ankasa aye bibia na oman no di edwuma kakra it is a nkomushia ministry no mo kaje ministry ni say no na mo ye na che mo fa kakra bi nka ho ma yen maybe a 1% and 2% be be sure say anka ebi anti ase be edwuma entimi mpiwa abontin kra na de ba ko ha adwen sisi ya me ya na me pese me ka ho asem de bia ye stakeholders meeting say ye be bibia omo a ade ne form ho ankasa no ye ne omo ni hu nkomo
ana na kam se bi so say kam ye say ya ban trademark say bibi koso a anya we no monko a almost bibia be ye bia no me shall say fisa luxury tax in some Cardinal Seneca said they were not consulted. Amamu yahu de ya sana. Wo de no to say levy say wo mo a wo mo ye mumufui. Esunya say wo mo ho ana dem. Enti aban de ade ne ba that consulting the main stakeholders. I can say let's bullet our way through. Is that the way to govern?
Enti jakro we American be say senior wo ken sa na tie. Anka ye ne wo mo a ade ne form wan kasa timi din komo wie a. Ade ne be pie ni na ayedi. Because me sure say Mr. Bukwan sati horses here bia me nim baby otimum but anka onyaya na nka ne kwan wa faso koni fie no anka ma ya ma no e diska ne be enti say ministry ni Mr. Bukwan ebobotwe eni ni mpanim for transe na omo kire omo de say ska no a omo gye no e ba be ya o ma metra ha be ka say o omo be shut down omo gye adwuma ne ye unemployment ye penipa ye money pay adwuma no afi e ba be yi ni pay fi adwuma entimi moa but baby a me ba biom ni say Mr. Bobotwe ade ba ko a ewo mo nso ni say eto de bi a ministry no etna say e plan na through the planning no ano but na bibi apie so obi a leak information be information na ka leak here no instead of say you don't announce say oh okay minister assanction is it yajiatum enunti ade ni ba be koso ebi ho a say enya ho aboche kakra na ye hwe say ministry na ade ni fi ba ye no is it the right source baby a if ye na epie ye no omo sanction ye no ana omo dwen ho no sa na tie
but minimum say me ntwa no we no anya bibi e wo ho a ya da betu manim say is it a leaked information and I said open
anya leaked open
okay
and in fact you share GRA officials 2 times
okay
ye can dey we say ye catch omo the omo kan say omo dey omo ye implementers enti yen call finance ministry mandate and that is why we wrote to
the finance ministry responded right
and he responded and I hear train
but you fire respond in mind
yes and baby 8 weeks down the line we are still waiting
so me ni am sure letter no call
and baby am me one no because you can say finance ministry ni there then aban no was direct GRA for no omon kasa to me transit eyo omo no maybe ndu be kai say the vice president came out say eto de bia GRA for no eye no me bia ono ankasa no na linti ase no enye adwuma papa
de nti na GRA to me fini pemu enye biribi wo bra but enfi aban no say this is what me aban me pesa me ye mo me ba so mo na mo ye implement
implementers and
collectors into na abeje je to no we na me se kwema me GRA to me fa abanchi nkoka say ye GRA enti no aban enka say won koji tuo bi but ye de tuo bi to bi so it can happen anywhere
no ejako ben wo ho tie me ba ye wo emra no a ye de tuo ni nyina wo ho dada so the GRA chief executive wo ho commissioner general omo board board no so wo ho omo ye twuma so when it comes to those things now they can think about something everything na me make say me say o ma cholete akoma ministry no je reply from the ministry say okay the GRA for ni abetana say akani the ministry nso dia na mo ka che e ja ko me am tia say here me kasa ma GRA but metimi akasa ma aban no say weni no yen komu yie say see as mo we pie as at yesterday evening na me try say me ni GIA for bi kura be din komo but they were not prepared what I say
some bekasa
me feminist ni so is like the American kura ni be foforo bi e ma omo
it do what you say
but be an letter na call you know baby akoto any baby a me frɛ you know there is maybe some
why a tax tax bia ni wa enya ban ena de ba tax bia bia no aban ena de tax ne ba na the implementers of the tax no commissioner friends GRE and as internal revenues or whatever no
one more example
okay me example
your option cars your option cars mra e wo ho say udi car ba port na edi mesi a ye be bandika no ni option na imponji ni nwan nka ho but me as a municipal chief executive me ba me district ni na me hu say imponji ni nwan hayo wo kwa so eyi unama na ntwe bi across so o driver na kraman bi bo fu na wo po ena me use some anu a na wo ho na ye timi fa so ade bia ye in kind say bibia nuisance to the people no e betima ye ho adwuma so what I did is say me shushe some anu mo na me hu say oh say na me kwa metima chi some ponche no
betima auction
san kokɔ ne mponchi no metima ache wo mo
okay
no ma fa some anu na me de auction wo mo se ne be ya onipa e be dwane afi hu enti emba ne de wo ho but the jacob ambassador
the auction enwa tutu
me last week kura nka me yebi but iso toy but enche mesa yebi mponchi ne be isia ne emu anketenkete bi ekeka ho nti ese wudu me yewi aho a aponchi bi aso so obepie because omo say ye be tie enye aponchi no per se but nipa no ani dia no we hu ni say ogya ni moa no mu na mabonche a sa ne besi nti mese na ye ntwe ministry no na ministry ni me ameka say oh yes they have confirmed say ye ni e kan say sa de we say no ye nye but e ba ni sa na say me so me betena ha me no me hwe e ma me so ma ban na me wo mu no e no me bi wo ha enkoyie say companies bi e fi o man no na omo ba de ye nyanya announcement ni ye me so me companies bi asisi aye kase yi omo agents ase a omo so many abra omo sisi factories but yen kase bi mfim na bi mra but omo ba no so omo so ba be bibi a betima abo o man no
omo nya mai omo nya mai omo guso ba
se ne ebi ni mo si factories ni wo Togo border no ebi ni mo si factories ni bi e wo Ghana ha me so mani twia se omo so omo ye but ni nyina no se ye jemu sa ni e ka se taxes Kenya asemo ya wo kan ye gofo bi so le se ye mpesa ewi eche na ye se nipa no ebu fa so ne kromo nyina ye ka se nipa be 28 or so omo prepare bi ni mo ewu ye mpesa bi be si wo Ghana and I don't think say His Excellency the President of Republic of Ghana no is prepared to do that and enye ne de say companies here ye ka say mu ye plastics yi mu nyam be ka say be shut down never it won't happen at the same time no me companies o mu ye plastics any sa no mo Ghana ha ade ba ko a masan hye ne so a embo ayem ni say sa plastics na wo ka say etuomu ye so mu nkofo ko supermarket na omu koto ni e di ma wo mu a minim say ebia company no emo mu say ye di ma wo no tuaka say te say o ton ama wo say ye 1 cedi a ba ku bi ye 1 cedi anke ba ni say de ba ni say o kofi a obekipu next time no o ko the same supermarket here obekukuru na adi a hye ne kem no de ko no da koto ye nye ni santi no onipa ne ko ya no ato atwene
eno ti na mo so mo
ba bi obeto atwene so no eye ba bi a hadwin ankofo ya bus stop people ya omu yi gata mu se omu wia gata bi emu a
no mayi ne ma na
plastic
eno ti na
ade we
eno ti na manifa o chemi so owura botwa me kai me ne omkrofo no bi adi nkomo hada na mo kan se ana wampo yes say what we will say omadwuma no mo ye ne betim de how bi aba e de how kreba e fi rubber no mafo tutu go keke enti omo fi obo pem say ye betua to obi na yɛ de ama aban na yɛtumi ahwɛ na sɛ nwira na ɔbɔnten yɛ de asesa ɛno ti no ɔmatua to the tune of 1.97 billion Ghana cedis
but
it's just kind of wahi
ɛyɛ kɔba deɛ me kan sɛ nsɛm a yɛka nyinaa no yɛpɛ solution no sɛ ne yɛbɛyɛ abɛtumi ayɛ yi sɛ yɛma ho kwan sɛ saa nɔɔma no nyinaa ɛnyɛ free to the people a they will see it as nothing to them Mr. Ebotiwe onim paa sɛ yɛwɔ nkuro bi wɔ a atwa yɛn ho ahyia sɛ wokɔ supermarket na wokɔtɔ nɔɔma a saa plastic ɔmo koraa deɛ dodoɔ no agyae rubber deɛ ne yɛ ɔmo yɛ in form of paper nti paper no nsuo gu so a ɛyɛ dɛ ebi hɔ a ɛtete ɔmo ayɛ adeɛ sɛ ɔmo de sɛ sika no baayɛ sɛ aban ne nfa ne ho adwuma sɛ bi a yɛbɛtumi ayi gata mu yɛbɛtumi de ayɛ recycle ɛmma saa nɔɔma no ntu ngu abɔnten but deɛ ne yɛhu
honorable deɛ ɔka no nyinaa ɛwɔ mu maame nkyerɛ wo nsɛm bi yɛama aban nimdie no saa deɛ woka ɛyɛ wiase yɛsu ɛtuom wɔ sum na ewiase yɛsum akɔ te sɛ free no yɛwɔ biribi yɛfrɛ no micron no ɛyɛ the thickness of the plastic sheet aman bebree no ɔmo ayɛ ban on that nti wuntumi ɛnyɛ plastic bag say bia below 40 microns below 40 microns no ɛno ɛnya deɛ obitumi
because
ɛno ɛyɛ very light nti it goes to the environment yɛayɛ saa proposals wɔ nyinaa several times yɛde ama MEST yɛde ama aban yɛntumi implement aban ekuta saa information wɔ nyinaa so why aban ɛnyɛ no deɛ
Mr. Boka say last 2 years how the way by say yɛ bandi saa plastic rubbers here yɛtugu yi so mi de si yɛ yɛba ha yɛ ɛma yɛbɛka sɛ o yɛ aban no sɛ nkurɔfoɔ adwuma aban no ɛbɛbandi saa plastic rubbers yi na ɛbɛyɛ de na nkurɔfoɔ abɛyɛ adwuma so you see where we are coming from and where we are now papa yi ka sɛ wɔ se ɔma yɛ proposal no koraa ma aban it means sɛ ɔmo koraa no ɔmo nyaayɛ ananka saa nɔɔma no koraa no aban no atumi abande ɛka sɛ wokɔ South Africa wokɔ Cote d'Ivoire koraa no a ɛmi sɛ ɔmo abande
sɛ nsɛm a yɛka nyinaa no obi na ɛyɛ n'adwuma ɛna ɔpɛ sɛ ɔde nsakra bi ba wode anamontuo bi ba ɔni na ɔyɛ adwuma no wɔahunu sɛ n'adwuma no ɔyɛ no ɛde haw bi ba nti ɔno ade sika ata akyiri sɛ ɛhaw no ba a momfa nsiesie ɔhaw no ba a momfa nsiesie momfa ɔkwan wosoro momfa nsiesie na ɔde sika ama sɛ fa siesie na so nsiesie sɛ wadan do blame do nipa na botu saa na mo ni nyinaa o take decision bi a onipa na samo fa no ho no dem bisa sɛ ɛka ne sɛ it's becoming the trademark of this administration sɛ bibi ba the main stakeholders are wɔn and asam no form ho no we don't engage them it's not affecting the
it's not coming from the ministry as we speak
coming from
to me the ministry has no idea because they said they have written to the ministry is here to reply in Nigeria before the and make to be my example to you it must say idea we na here can say no critical say critical baby at no very critical next time me the advice you na be man say banning of this plastic and all those things no say ampanyampa mo this proposal no koi na ntimi ni adwuma senior mo pese mo nya adwun bi say aban no anye we amaye ni a ye de no ba begu ho mo bituma the same thing say sa plastic rubbers na ye ha adwun ni a mo kra mo bo ho ka no aban say one ban sa plastic rubbers no a ye bituma ye say
manufacturer
also what try go man aban say I advise
on man no
also bituma advise aban on that
say ya call his excellency so na yemra medase masa ba so bi chumesi akwa ba say chumesi economist medase your excellency
economist
what see na me can say be about ya chichiro man na me schedule dey na say me say ya chichiri bibi e say chichiri ni yie na nsane and it's articulate ahihye na ma bibira no ma bom aba say na be yen kokosane
na makra tunum nukra ma
makra ebo aboso na ma kudure me dase we can say that say yɛkyekyere ɔman nti yɛnam nkorabata ahodoɔ bebree so ɛna ka bom ɛma ama no yɛ ɔman obiara ne input kakra ɛna ɛka ho wotie nsɛm a ɔmo kanya they are the main stakeholders they are going to pay for that tax nti bibi ni a ɔmo na ɛsɛ ɔmo hunu no first koraa ɔmo ante ho hwɛ ɔmo engage GRA sɛ ɔnyɛ ɔmo yɛ just implementers wɔn a yɛ ho adwuma ka ho asɛm ankasa no ayɛ aban to ɔmo finance ministry akɔkɔhyia your take on this issue na fi yɛhwɛ
Jacob na adeɛ baako sɛ Ghana aban ne Ghana fo nyinaa ti aseɛ ne sɛ in the sub-region there are certain movements and developments and sɛ wohwɛ na mekyei agya botwa no asɛm wɔreka no other countries are attracting our industries. For me, that is the most dangerous aspect of it. Other countries are attracting our industries. I'm from the Western region. I know as a fact to say, some oil companies are relocating to Cote d'Ivoire. Okay? And with each relocation, we lose the revenue in terms of the taxes na chasing. We also lose employment. Okay, then overall we lose development. Papa they can ask them say, yeah, the taxes is your mind. In fact, taxes and teacher mind.
I teach them every where they are the other pace.
So for us, individual consumers, manufacturers, who yet the most also as a buy, ma continue mumbesia, ma continue loans as government for whatever reason you justify it. Then you are unable to pay your loans, and then your creditors say, "So look, you must increase taxes. One person can say, na taxes, you know, 1 million bit ya. When a tax is also about affect one more. You don't pause to ask that question. Kamina?
That's honest.
Obia we factory wa Ghana hano. O man who don't know ye. First and foremost. Second, ni sabe the profits are also way. Because I'm not sure some is about you but get there. Oh, man is coming here factory ya. Baka kusi wo Togo. O man who don't know or the year. Save that a few ministers are now building their banks and others in other places. Mr. Wilkinson, what we are dealing with is very complex. It's a very complex situation. The net result in is we may lose all our industries to our neighboring countries. We have lost our maritime to Togo.
Correct.
The first thing I saw Togo for the women kwala omu ntumi ti say na the black side bo area mentor some team bia ntumi and the team bia ntumi say Black Stars. Togo is the same latitude with Ghana. Meboa. So we free South Africa ba ship bi ba ebe do Togo and sana Ghana. It is a Togo for to me improve on port. Remember, sir, you have to make a loan, a supporter. Almost to me, a loan, they support, and that is what they are all doing. So, you would have spent money, as you port, kakraka. But because of your own tax policies and our other policies, you have lost the market to them. You are losing the oil industry, say the mechanic, also losing to them. Today, because of our own inactions and commissions, we are losing our human resources, doctors and nurses, and also echo. So that's why I'm saying Assam is more complex than it's politics. It's more complex. Now, my coming here, Monsieur no maybe one of them here trade associations, no. Well, trade associations, neither. First, they never mean say, oh, businessman there, on there any profit in there, so that you're not concerned about corporate governance and taxes and all that. But what I have learned is say, the industry players have a lot of information. They are knowledgeable. So they are knowledgeable in what they are doing. So, say, they need FSA. Me know it, they mean himself. Come now, knowledge in what I'm doing. What would I do? Men consult too. But you elect a lawyer as a member of parliament. You elect a teacher as a member of parliament. You elect anybody as a member of parliament. Then by the provisions of the constitution, he becomes a minister. By that election alone, he becomes an expert. Overnight. Ignoring the store of knowledge that has been accumulated in the industry. And a banter between Mr. Katie Hammond and Chamber of Cement Producers. Yeah. And what struck me, the contribution from the leader,
Dr. Amwa?
The Amwa was speaking, Amwa spoke, and minority leader be on trade and industry.
Okay.
The issue of the trade minister seeking to introduce an ally to parliament is a simple matter, isn't it? But it must go through a process. The subject matter committee say they were not even consulted. What the ally? So one can say we pass ally and count on ministry. Any ally never pass through parliament.
Correct.
Now say if your ally is going to pass through parliament, then you don't consult parliament, and then what are you trying to say? They are going to use macho impunity, right? And look at the way he speaks. Look at the way our trade minister speaks. I have been a diplomat before, and a couple of times I've represented Ghana in such trade the negotiations. When they are coming to meet you, they have profiled you. Negotiation, they have profiled you. One the depth of your knowledge in the subject matter and everything. And I said to say, do we have a trade minister with a competence of meeting these challenges? I said no.
Why?
Yes. You have sent an ally to parliament. People who are in that trade are saying that you didn't consult us. MPs are saying you didn't consult us. And look at his outburst. Look, the impunity of our governance, and I end up with what has happened in Kenya, and I pray that it doesn't happen. Because the trade associations and in Kofa assembly form, everybody is saying, young consorting me. Minimum Sentini workers, Mr. Butcher, the workers, sorry, some coach here, assembly of workers. If his workers decided they are going to join demonstration, what would he say?
And that they want to do anyway.
What would he, Mr. Butcher, everything like that? Because you yourself, you don't have the information. What is the cause of negotiations? What is the cause of stakeholder engagement? They say, okay. It's become such a style of this government, and it's unfortunate. Say, everything, you see, the worst laws of this country, the worst regulations of this country was when NPP had the largest majority in parliament. Go and check. That was the time now Chairman said the minority can have their say and we have our way. You see, we have politicized everything to say I say Obia sorry my party first. So whatever the minister does, because I'm an NPP person or I'm an easy person, is right. Yenchitiro Maisa. You have decided, say, open say, what to tax him. When in a buying consulting, say, may yes sanitation levy. Some sanitation levy.
Yes.
Masa etia fumigation levy.
Yes, at the port.
Fumigating where and
nothing. What? In fact, yen raw materials, it doesn't need fumigation.
We are paying fumigation. We are paying COVID to date. And then this COVID levy, when people understand America, America for tax, but Americans understand what their taxes are used for. It will official a patriotic duty. But some kotia to say there a boy can say we met plastic levy apart from traffic levy, we met sanitation levy, we must say fumigation levy. Now one at the only said there workers who can say Boko got them not bus stop boys, we rubber now. So where is that money? I am sure it's 1.something million now. Okay, what is it?
A billion, not billion.
Billion. Yeah. Can we see French recycling plant to can you?
Just 1/10 of it.
So which when you make 10.
So size can you teach you say hey, we are now so yeah this can yeah the recycling plant to can and give fertilizer for more.
Oh yes.
And can South factory is buying plant of food. It's a South factory, at the domain for nature, because some of you try rubber money say and one of media other products.
Exactly.
What are we doing as a what are we doing? Apart from politics, what are we doing? Trying to justify everything politically. Does it work that way? And then last week, that me catch Burkina Faso. Are you tracking their development? Are you tracking their development? Yeah, they COVID about 2 years. You program by government say COVID the buy no. Say in the buy into and answer say total tomato is 5 cities back home, right? So we are commissioning a project say yen tomatoes to solve that problem in next year. No. We are not doing that. What we are doing is politics, breaking the 24-hour economy. So. When the pragmatic things there are to be done.
Anchor. 24-hour economy.
Of course, at the right time I explained to you. We elect government to solve problems, not to create problems. Do you understand that? We elect government to solve problems, not to create problems. This our government. Your government is here. Is it solving problems or creating problems? I was driving through the wager barrier. Toll booth in the Ohana. One more country loan, roads and highways country loan. It's yes, in the 3 months. And roads minister unilaterally was my banning road tolls. Unilaterally. And never kono a watch for machines needs one is a woman who want to do machines in na.
This is a bit here.
This year. Is a come now. And chance here good and a dance in a 82. I'm sure the same thing that I'm a motorway. Right? You run a program, say, me person may export me de and normal if you Ghana, educo Burkina near deno. Inti makwaji sikasa me ye railway. Ukoto trainer. Wakoto bus. Wakoto train bus. And then there's a tussle between the insurer and the railway corporation as to who should repair the bus train. Of course, the insurer too is enterprises insurance. train enterprise insurance insure eden nipa eden na obe eden na sika se ya na obe nya wo de ye den
that's your strategy wo de ye den
it mesre getting your money your level of consultation with the industry no
enkoye
it shows you up that you are such an incompetent manager. Because a manager, this is the second time we introduce bill to parliament and collapse.
You baba tax in some you baba cement in some you cement bono you free baby aba beduri from 2009 aba pem the cement bo isi kofa na chumesi ma me also tell briefly na fe ye hwe I'm an open IE boss sorry director of research Dr. John Kwachi din komo extensively IMF bailout yi na ho external debt for some year di won koma ba ye hwe bibi me nyina so mfa eni nkomo kaka wo hwe a inflation rates wo la Côte d'Ivoire ay 4.9%. Wo ba Togo 2.6. Wo ko Burkina Faso 3.6. Burkina 3.6. Wo ba Ghana 23.5. It is Togo higher no 2 as low as 2.6. Burkina military abai asrafa abai no 3.4. Côte d'Ivoire 4.9 e bien no 5%. Ghana yen dey nam 23.5%. With this no say obi was atibia we mu na say oyere no ho aye bribi say as a company as a manufacturer na say oye bibia say nipa ne say aboa no manager na so mum essence dey say na market kiti be san bata ho a e ba na dwendwena bebre say so the competitors ai wo Côte d'Ivoire na asefo na e bi no 5% ono na nam 23.5%. Yen hwe no na fe briefly dey abaka dey afa sa bailout no ho samsam no me ma be 80 minutes.
Jakobna ndase mentia me mpanifo asia ne na mentia me kuro fa kabrafo.
Okay, on do so.
Jakobna said ya wokan no am say wodi aba kumpo won. You see where inflation by your fact the cost of funds interest rate last 2 weeks me bo man na mo Burkina Faso so me Burkina am a lot of banks more banks for hopa and the banks now who be Ghana high bebre or Burkina Faso okwa interest rate for the whole year 5%.
Wow.
The whole year 12 months. 12 months.
Okwaje besiana.
Akwaje besiana.
Afimu ni nyina
afimu nyina no 12%. Ghana ye nam more than 35 e be 40 okwa savings and loans na e be 60%.
60%. Yes.
And on top of the inflation, you know, the cost of funds. Jakobna, my wife ne a partner, a business be from Burkina Faso last year October. Now October no, na safe ano 17 cities.
October.
Last year October.
And on any year business, and also obey here sikano, be December anymore. December do ya so emergency also what two kwan enti afenu aba oba just me ya Jacob na oji sika no satam exchange rate no a move to 25 cedis
per safer
from 17 no.
Wow.
Jacob na papa ne ji sika no sika kakra no in Ghana cedi steps waboka 540,000 Ghana cedis.
That's foreign exchange loss.
Enti achina sa papa no so omra no meye business obeba bi.
Oma.
You see? Jacob na on top of all, any say near me pay for the kan. Say you can excise tax. Wow. Among other benefits are buying introduce no say buying here sika but excise tax enye the main motive no ewo eto nchiche mu no ye fra no sin tax bone eto sin as bone that's the main description for excise tax ye the base bibi wo ho a ye mfa ne say yɛn pɛsi yɛ bɛte etia yɛ mmra ɛyɛ haw enti yɛde saa toɔ ne bɛto so sɛnea ɛbɛyɛ nipa ɛbɛtwe wɔn ho afiri ho na Jacob papa ɔbɛka sɛ ɛnɛ memma mempɛsɛ mu bɛdi gari biem na ebia wapɛ bɔdi mpɛsi asi hɔ enti onni gari no mepɛsɛ me pushi mu nyinaa kɔ bɔdi mpɛsi na me wo sɛ mo so gari na ayɛ sɛ ɛyɛ convenient ɛma mo enti deɛ mɛyɛ ne sɛ mɛ punish mo yɛfrɛ no punishment tax excise tax in it right term enti me de to wasa ne ɛbɛyɛ a wobɛfiri ho Jacob na yɛmma back to the main discussion because of memory ninti another time maybe yɛbɛnya one-on-one and a bigger time na yɛde discuss excise duty or excise tax sɛnea ɛbaayɛ ɛho mfasoɔ ɛkwan a yɛfa so yɛ implement no Jacob na wonim sɛ ɛgye ɛka ebi a ɔnka ma yɛnte aseɛ yie excise tax to me and practice say we need deep knowledge in taxation because even in your returns I will file a GRA no we have two forms of returns and I will file one a returns on raw materials na we use you no and our returns I will file on nyoma na we are wo ton no even we be determine say at what point and now we are liable to pay excise tax at what point a minute bank as I say most of the plastic manufacturers and one your money now as we consult a tax practitioner and yes sir GRA beba no the tour and then penalty and easy sir
I mean GRA for say most of young and Crawford use EVAT system. Almost say yen fa pen ya print your invoice in a VA no. Yen fa pen na yen trade 5% yen calculate yen fa count. Like a forgery invoice. Yes.
Thank you. Then back to the discussion. So yamra back to excise tax. First, see two mun your friends a specific tax and general tax nti on top of what we nyina no we so to sonko memfa that industry nsi ho say the plastic manufacturing industry na ye analyze to a dane so Jacob na right from the port normal now ban among all other tax otua no obetua tax on this obetua tax on this plastic
put together it's about 40%.
Wow.
Yes.
What you are now abeya adwuma no wa produce we you see eto da bia Ghana for yenti to ase enti omo koma yen no omo bo nanse so omo kom the right anya papa nanse so obegina ha kan of another fan ho rather eya consumers ye menu mienu eto anu menu mienu ye sika aye totopia no ye na ye betua ye na ye no mobo na obetena wo kan bi amaye enti anya ne obedi enti anania no company na be ye enti after all eye consumption tax ye say menu mienu ye si dan a ye use your friend say what's the name plumbing materials
PVC pipes you know
that I'm na me born in the sense me use plumbing material no enti ya use pipes na ye dey buy plumbing na then na you be use bi ya ka say there should have been an alternative and there's an alternative bi wo and na man use and na man use pipes no eye nu nti no now I should pay extra 5%.
Cumulative 7% because tax on tax into 7%.
Akwa brenda ho. Ye introduce say ya pass that though in 2023. Enti say ye gitum na ye dinya already omo aton nyoma omo an charge consumer. Enti ekoba so omo gituma ye be sa charge omo. Not only that, ye be more penalties. Not only that, ye more interest charge. Enti eba ni sa ese se onu na adwuma ye. Now, obe determine all. Anytime I buy to a manufacturer, obe determine all. No put it into his cost. Onye NGO.
We are not for the Christmas.
Now I transfer back to the consumer. I believe say Ghana for as I say you're sorry worker at this time.
Thank you.
This is not the time for being silent. Yen kase to onye. But what's the environment no at a point in time? You see, you want to be our Ghana for even 20 years. I am yen chance here implement here. Why this at this time? A bra Ghana ni bia odin tuma bo ni yem ye num so atwen ope. Ya dwene se dabi na ebe ye. This is the time we are adding more insult into injury. A bra ye di a yaw episode. No. I believe he said aban on sitting up. Okay. But the say ni nyina ne say that has been your more can nyina me sa ka to so has been the stakeholder engagement. Okay. But that come me opportunity. Ye koye adwuma kakra bi o Liberia. It on the attacks. Na team na ye koye no. Ye duru ho ade a omo commissioner nyame fa ne currency wo wu nansan ya nche bebre. Ade o ka kire ne se enye mmara no enuhia. The ohia is this young man plan on stakeholder engagement.
Fantastic.
You see, ejakwa na obi ampe for asem pakodu. Na amma man kama asem so. Eya na eya. You see, ebi a wutie na anka sebi ebi a wanka nyansansem pa. Ebi a ne nyansa wanka no ni o kan ya asem mpese meka nkwase asem no. Ebi a na obenya ababa ku bi afa ho. Ama ono so echi no sorry a ase ye nyina na ye kan ye. Se mo nyina mo kwatena ase kan. Se e ba wontumi nyi wo mfirim. But e kamia ye se chinchina twan. E kamia ye se unko na nyansa wo utirim. Wo sorry now dia betuda ye kan it happened to E-levy. Le kwa me woni mi se enura dey. Me transfer sika. Af me bank me mobile money so. Akọ me bank account mu. Omo atimi 800 cedis.
Oh.
Asanka no. Emra no so chere se.
Me lawyer. Ono obuwa. O si se obi sisi wa behu no.
Behu me.
Na because me at least me pass at least to challenge here was Supreme Court.
From my account to my in the some can say free.
Yes. I just come now omo tell me 500 last year October up to now. O ka say Bank of Ghana be can say omo refund any one no nya ne de.
Yes. Yeah, me cement is
so the matter apple.
What can say?
Obi ti baby no bokro no a. What can say? Ban na kan so bokro.
Na why until E-levy no say
E-levy asem.
Na wo say obi
the workers is here ben. The workers is here no.
Kro no ben.
So what can say Bank of Ghana say omo refund ne bra. And was say emai and then say
omo refund.
And emai. So e one fault.
Into refund.
Into e one fault.
Also refund ya.
Yes. Who supposed to refund?
Why say FSC ya refund?
Because me say me save your bank. Na the dash in bank account so me say ya. Bank ni na esi me ni omo dey. But don't you say
bank it say telco so na say no mo dey.
Oh yes.
Who regulate? People have come. Who regulates MTN? And I say, MTN. I say, Telcel. Who regulates those telcos? No.
Father, a beer station. Ubetina. Now, oye bibia. Enye ne ye ma wo. Enti na wo producer. Producer no. Eche wo kan obefa so obeye. Oye bibi different from what you supposed to do. You'll be held responsible. So, on no kase ya tini sika. And the NSS is coming yet. And I'm so on your way, Duma. And on no kase, me say, you are probably maybe program and have one quarter. We can work on that.
What can say, share, Mekai Bank of Ghana, some of the cats are brand. And they say, woman who say, there have been some illegal deduction.
Correct.
Of Ukofusika. They have seen. They have noticed they've realized those money will be refunded.
More than a year.
It is a warrior governor, the Bank of Ghana, we are regulator. What can you say? Cannot the beba? That's a Maya. Who do I take one and obey your mammy? Would you find no twitch and yamra cement is some so? Over KTM saw the regulation by cement. Say and the bonnet, you know, your Benny say, yes, in 2009, that cement bag, 8 cedis. 2009, 8 cedis. 2010 year to so 1 cedi, now still like 8 cedis. So 2009, 2010, now 8 cedis. 2011, and they call 9 cedis. Until the 1 cedi in the toso. 2012, only 2 cedis in the toso, and they call 11 cedis per bag. 2013, I call 12 cedis per bag. 2014, I call 14 cedis per bag. That's 2 cedis on the toso. 2016, I call 16 Ghana cedis per bag, and then 2 cedis on the toso. 2017, 2016, and I can't buy no. 2017, no fear buy mo. Into 2017, Momo buy no. 1 2 cedis in the toso, and 18 cedis. 2018, if we 18, I call 24 cedis. 2019, from 24 cedis, no, if you call 36. 2020, from 36 cedis, if you call 54. 2021, from 54, no, if you call 75. From 75 to 2021, 2022, I call 85. From 85 to 2022, no, I call 95 to 2023, and then 105 Ghana cedis per bag of cement. It's here show the quantum of increment, no, from 2016 to 2017, no. We calculating in a 1 cedi, 3 cedis, 5 cedis, 7 cedis. In time for say a 8 cedis, and for 10 cedis. From 2009 to 2017, no, you tumbe 10 cedis. From 2018, ababepim 105 minus 24, 1 8. You tum 81 Ghana cedis. I feel now, Papa, I get him say or the way back, and maybe back. Airline be back, say airline no shena, woman near no regulatory motivation and fine cuisine. Once again, no consultation. Bubra, ya the call. This is almost someone tears here. I hear there will no, I encourage investor be or baby say, me so more cement factory, me could be Ghana or baby. Are you not driving more or my Yakudro ABS factory? No, I'm not driving them away from aha. I call a neighboring countries or Basanko Koya or Nomashipaba Ghana. I bet on 5 minutes. Back. Brother Roma. Well, sometimes I say fruit. So
now, can you guys minister now in the Casado?
What I will see that night.
Me pese and pay uncle with the messenger wa anytime you be there won't come over say uncle yen say me ye politics ah me ni me we are politicians and me assembly America no me chere my dream wo
Oh, and the market
who say I'm praying politics on certain things.
Oh
yes. Oh, now so on the workings in the engineer come into Otabo. Now,
we see.
I be about one. Okay, I am person me quality be big or na me to master so see. I could loan be I did loan be. Yes, see I did loan abey we I did loan abey we. Sika ye can loan asama ye can enye MPP nko loan awadi o but loans are ewo wa ye nyina ye bo ba so adwuma ho do bebre MPP ye be si nda and this ni bi e kasa o so sa adwuma we yakoji hu sika anke di baba ye na nye free se sika na omo so magigi ni nyina ye di baba ye example ti se pokwase interchange enye free yi country no this can buy no amfa nche so omo no so mo this can beto ho a part of the loan no continuous government and ye adwuma it man move from there honorable KT Amon in some o kan ye ntina me de bia make say asɛm no ba fresh sɛ ya asɛm yi Thursday Friday na yɛ ho wɔ kurom na yɛsɛ yɛato cement yɛsɛ cement ne boɔ kɔ soro
yɛsɛ anasɛ saa na
ɛtiɛ yɛ amɔ nso wɔkɔ akɔ yɛsɛ nsɛm no bebree
I'm say first July ɔmbɛsan atum
first July according to resources no ɔmbɛsan atum
ɛna minister na tena sɛ
cement ne boɔ no akɔ soro anasɛ ɔbɔ sei
ɛna minister na tena sɛ na wɔhu sɛ Mr. Bo yɛto dollar no kɔ soro ɛto 18 cedis per dollar no companies any manufacturers a ɔmo tutu ɔmo nneɛma mu nyinaa no dollar no back to 11 no ɔmo ante so bio ɔmo ante nneɛma no so bio mu na mmom any point in time a dollar no back to 11 ɛkɔ 11.5 a na yɛasan ato nneɛma no mu bio ɛkɔ 12 a na yɛasan ato nneɛma no mu bio nti wobɛhu sɛ baabi ɛta bi bɛduu yɛ a na ankɛsɛ sɛ dollar no kɔ so paa na yɛnyɛ tutu nneɛma mu wode wo manufacture nneɛma yɛtutu nneɛma no mu no ɛna dollar no san yɛ na ɛba akyire but yɛante hwee so bio ɛma adeɛ ne ka hɔ asɛm a yɛka no me tɔbi obi nso tɔbi cement sɛ meyɛ concrete koraa wɔ me fie anim a sɛ mɛtɔ cement de ayɛ ɛnyɛ ma ani deɛ sɛ mekɔ akɔtɔ cement na ne boɔ ɛden na memɛsere sɛ because I'm a MPP municipal chief executive nti no ɛyɛ me de sɛ yɛato cement no but nea ɛkɔ so sɛsi ya no sɛ yɛn nyinaa yɛgye tom sɛ yɛyɛ Ghanafoɔ ne yɛamfa yɛn nan yɛnsi hɔ a nyɛ nneɛma bi te sɛ neɛ honourable minister Katie Amon ne nsɛm yɛ a wɔka wo deɛ wɔka ne yie o wanka ne yie o no stakeholders meeting o wɔfrɛ o wɔamfrɛ o nti adwene bi wɔ mu anaa adwene bi nim obi asɔre a ɔto ne nneɛma mu kɛkɛ obi asɔre a ɔyɛ ne ɔno nkasa pɛ kɛkɛ
ɛyɛ hwan na ɛsɛ sɛ ɔhwɛ basa deɛ ne gyae
ɔnkɔ sɛ ɔkasa ɔsɛ ɔmo kɔlabe a nso mi kɔ tɛkyiman mitira tɛkyiman ɛkɔ baabi a mo dua tomatoes no na mi fi hɔ na mi ba yɛgyina wɔ kwan no so a na ɔmo ate tomatoes a esisi kwan ho a ɔmo deɛ ne nya abobo yaa o kia nkutuwa ne bi ɛno ne nya abobo yaa ɔtumi fa tomatoes adaka no bɛyɛ 10 esim na nso mi hyɛ da bisa ne boɔ sɛ ntadaka wɔ yɛ sɛn 450 500 ɛwɔ
Akumadan
tubodom akumadan hɔ tɛkyiman kuro no mankasa koraa bisa bi 450 but ofi tɛkyiman no bɛdu Kumasi a ne yɛ catch us the same tomatoes adaka no ɛyɛ 1200 ofi Kumasi no bɛdu nkira ha ne yɛ catch us 1500 mimi ne omi yɛ ne na yɛ kɔ akɔtɔ afi retailer no hɔ no a yɛ kɔ akɔ consume no 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 de ama me mienu 10 cedis ana baako mpo nti we ɛyɛ one forta nti wo asɛm na
nti one forta
ɛno nti na minister ne sɛ sɛ saa nneɛma ne bɛkɔ so deɛ a at least sɛ yɛ wɔ man mu ɛno am te sɛ na obi ka sɛ Lawrence time ɛna saa adwene wei bi baayɛ sɛ price control wey nya price control or regulate say ye wo fuel ye nyina to omo to fuel gas petrol diesel efi baby eba na say ni buo no ye 13 cedis 13.33999 ana se bibia esi ho o de opa betimate so but won timi ntra ana me boa si ya coffee stations a share for wo mo price go for to de bia no mate so to de bia no mato so yɛwɔ gawo for die ɛwɔ fam paa yɛwɔ gas stations bi aba ɔmo fuel no ɛwɔ so sɛn ebi agɔɛ deɛ anahyɛ deɛ but the price margin no ɛyɛ sɛ ɛyɛ 13 cedis 33 pesos ontimi mmɔ nkyera eti sɛ 13 cedis na ontimi mmɔ nkyera deɛ a opa yɛ tɔn no 12 cedis na nkurɔfoɔ wiase na ɔmo mmra wɔ
have you forgotten say saafo asɛm akan ɛyɛ finished product ɔna ɔmo de ba meba ɛyɛ finished product joy cement no clinker a ɔde bɛyɛ no o import obetia duty ɛne taxes a wodo nyina awie 2 ɔde bɛdu a manufacturing the cost of production electricity water ɛno so wɔ hɔ owie a taxes obetua wɔ finished product no so ɛno so ɛwɔ hɔ then transportation to transport it from baby ɔyɛ adwuma ɛyɛ cement no ɛde akɔ baby akɔkɔtɔn no ɛno so ɛne sa eti no what to make all those to consider.
Yes, because clinker no baby ɔmo de fi ɔmo de ba bɛyɛ sɛ adwuma ne nyinaa no wo deɛ sɛ minister no saa adwene na ba sɛ na mpɛ sɛ yɛyɛ deɛ a ɛna ɔmo so ne ne ntina sɛ okay fine yɛ product na wo ka wasɛm no yɛ no yɛba ne yɛbɛyɛ production no wɔ ha it changes because ebia ɛnɛ mede clinker no bɛdu ha no ne duty no ɛyɛ sɛ ɛkyina na asesa because ɛnyɛ freight rate a yɛbɛka sɛ clinker no wode ba the whole year no a sɛ yɛ $1 yɛ $1 ɛnti saa ɛni ti woba no bɛyɛ production no a wo kɔ yi deɛ no a nso mi kɔ yi mi deɛ ɛnɛ yɛ duty no yɛ different ɛno nti ne yɛ prices no ɛnyɛ the same okay minister ne de aba out sɛ na ɔno no na dream no ɔnyaayɛ ananka yɛnyɛ no okay yɛn nso yɛmfa mɛl ɛnyɛ saa yɛ materials ne nyinaa yɛde bɛɛ na yɛde yɛ cement ne nyinaa no yɛn nso yɛpɛ freight rate sɛ ɛba ɛnyɛ sɛ ma yɛn sɛ tumi yɛ sɛ ma yɛn deɛ a ɛnyɛ yɛn nso yɛbɛgye wo deɛ no atom ba saa city no ɛmaa so sɛ adeɛ mo sɛ consultation ama so ɔno ɔde kɔɔ
yɛsɛ parliament ko ɔde airline no kɔ no tew
ɔno no attitude a ɔde adeɛ no kɔɔ yɛ na sɛ ɛgye aguo sɛ ɔmbɛ so mu sɛ ɔmbɛ dɛn no deɛ ɔno no deɛ ɔno nko na bɛtumi ansa na ame ɔno nko anasɛm but deɛ mimi pa kyɛ ne sɛ ɛbɛboa ɔman no on that side ne sɛ yɛbɛ make sure sɛ ɛno bɛbu wɔ hɔ a yɛ mɔntra sɛ nsuo no nyinaa yɛsɛ ɛtɔ nsuo bi a 2 cedis na wo paate wo deɛ so na fa bɛ a 1 cedi 50 pesos but wontumi mmɔ ɛntra 2 cedis mo a moyɛ plastics yi mowɔ ɔmo a moyɛ reservoir tanks na yɛde sisi so
water tank
no obi a wɔ ne boɔ meboa but wobɛtumi anya standard price bi sɛ okay yɛyɛ a ne boɔ no sɛ nɛteɛ obi a ɔpɛ sɛ nkurɔfoɔ ɛtɔ ne nneɛma no ntɛntɛm obetumi ayi bɛyɛ 50 pesos ana 1 cedi ana 2 cedis ɛfiri so na ɔde aba fam but ne nyinaa nansi na ebetumi ayɛ yie no ɛnìyɛ na yɛ duty sɛm ɛni yɛ raw materials baabi yɛ tɔ no ɛni yɛ production ɛnɔm bi yɛ bi anso no yɛ ni aban ɛntina sɛ ne nka wɔn asɛm yɛ ka wɔn asɛm asa na wɔn nyinaa betumi ayɛ adwuma nti cement no sɛ ne bɔ no kɔ so no sɛ ne bɔ no nkɔ so no ɔyɛ minister for trade minister for trade atena sɛ ehu sɛ prices no sɛ ne yɛ ɛkɔ no ɛnyɛ adwuma ɛmfata nti ɛgya kɔba no bɛ start meka kyerɛ sɛ tama dollar kɔ 18 no ɛno ma yɛ tutu mu nyinaa ɛbɛsi nnɛ no
wɔma te so
ebi ɔma te so nti ɛka hɔ ɛka hɔ no wɔn na aba out abɛka sɛ
adentina nneɛma no ma te
so ɔma fɔ ɛne nti because ɔmo di dollar rate no ɛna working ɔmo duty at that time ɛna ɔmo di yɛ adwuma no yɛwɔ ɛyi nkurɔfoɔ bi ɔmo ayɛ adwuma a ɔmo production no egu hɔ bebree at that time na nkɔmɔ tìmi tì so a anka yɛ bɛtìmi atɔ but ɔmo ante so ɛma ɔmo hu sɛ yɛsɛ o dollar no ɛwɔ aba fam o yɛsɛ dollar ba bɛ 11 but na ɔmo di 18 na na yɛ adwuma nti regulator na ɔmo yɛ adwuma no regulator na ɔyɛ adwuma no ɛmi nso bɛ bisa mi sɛ so who is the regulator regulator na ɔyɛ adwuma
ɛgɛ na nam bɛbi sa o
ɛdɛ bisa mo question
ɛyɛ nam bɛbi sa o wotie nkɔmɔ a yɛ die no we are talking about one me can say me anope me share dwuma dey na se no December kwa abade ba Parents for Food and Job anka you know say agriculture sustainable job ayi ntwamu da but say it sky need ko gura mu say ayi the resource papa bi o ayi resource papa bi o ye nyina ye hu aduane bo kɔ soro or your trade minister we a manufacturer we ye say me de mra bi ba emra na ode ba no emra na say ko ma se bi dwam na me se bodwafo pene so enti anya hwe kora no me me se bodwafo a committee ehwe san hye no so ntena se na me nka se bia we na me hu na pesa me de ba na sefo oh okay enti me kwakwe we nim de aba enti no it's known to wama wo de mra ne beto mo na so mo hwe no mo ka wasem obi be kora de ni input betumi aba eno da ho na fei another stakeholder say a manufacturers no that sector no so be a uno me di command do chire do pempenso bi na from some how na asefo no you factor all those things into the parliament so back na we catch na so dem na ba eye den a metem wase baba kura na e be catch we bi but look at where you dro
ejakobra me say me ka se mu nyina no maka
1 minute
maka ato ho say eno de ani mani nyi hu say onipa na wo di ade no e ba be dan no o se mi nka nkyerɛ me pia na ma be ka ne saa keke na abeye ho wo krum ni asan atwi ni e jasan di akoye kyerɛ o twuko kyerɛ a obi kura betimi aka sɛ ade no saa na tie nti mi die ka nko a ansa na saa no mo we nua betue no ye momodin sɛ omo a e for mo ho a ombeye ho eduma no ye ni omo hia ade de day Mr. Botiwe ukai say enya ne de say obeko Togo say okwakosi ni factory Togo because oye Ghana ni but so okotogo no obenya mfa so more no de ni sika beba back to Ghana no betimi de abeji nani wo Ghana na wontie nyame ni a obeko enti de hia eni de fata esese ye betimi aboa Ghana fo nyina no ene se eni na ese ye
imedase
enti minister
imedase
say asem no wo kan de say ye gitum na ye ni ya atwen a betimi aboa
medase
honorable person min twi wa adwen
member 5 minutes wa da room we manufacturing tell me more about
in manufacturing there will be a friend of cost factors all right say me my example few months ago na say ye shipment of raw materials free China and then Far East Asia we were paying around $2,400 $2,600 per container this is just few months ago we are paying $12,000
and this is from China
me
no says from China me omuti says can China. So why 2,500 those days and now 10,000?
Because money church remove. Because I not just say so here no or no cancer.
It's part of my production cost. It's part of my production cost. What you are saying. Enti mean to me enka say me costs model no still me maintaining 2,600 debi because of certain trend to be a global trend.
Okay, enti I like that. I like that.
Enti ama cost of freight increasing. In the same way, cement manufacturers they also bring clinker in vessels. There is a possibility say who the office say dollar no ensesa here but other factors external factors assisa and I'm not to do business as a Father Christmas.
I like that.
If anything at all I have to go cost to cost.
What listen manen kasa we say dabi kasa me no nya adwene say
it is very wrong for the trade minister to come with these controls because are buying. And as a Ghana, as a country, you need some control no freight services in the so.
And why then do we blame Abayin Sabanya maybe say ya? It be a cost na a free one, a 2,600, 12,000. Abayin to me Yahoshe, money.
That's right.
And then I say Abano to me ye at the Buamo and I say Musu
local factors in local factors and as Abayin will make sure say it doesn't escalate our local factors in terms of costs. Then we can bring, we know sometimes and it happens for a period of time and then we go back to normalcy. Sana etie. Enti the trade minister well and share that ember plastic manufacturer side there, but I don't think it is the right approach. And like you said, I can say consultation is very, very key. Say almost consult here. Obviously, they would have gotten a better perspectives. Said so.
Okay, that's it. And the way the only manufacturing tell money be mutia wano na yet to me actually we some bed you know. Some I think we can do something a little afa sa and some we hune another pay Chumasi ya yiro.
What was it here? Kanano. It was so interesting to manufacture, but currently in Ghana, manufacturing has become a death trap.
Okay. In some way, better near the home commodity say. Yeah, Benusa. Yeah, 20 minutes. Okay, 20 minutes.
30 seconds. Me
20 minutes. Me 20 minutes. Okay.
I'm going to do so. I'm 30 seconds.
Yeah, share. Mama, question time alone. Yeah, we can say me that say. It's 5 minutes. So come to house. Because me more time chill be out here. So yeah, where? Me more time chill be.
Oh, they don't
say me more time chill be. Yeah, share. Okay, Mama says food so go na asam here where they found. What's going on within your party? Na put neighbor. Anya na put neighbor. You no know why we. And you no know why. And am you be man na.
The 4D the 4D na waka wan samana na.
Then 4D need the way.
The 4D no say say na put neighbor, anya na put neighbor. Say Dr. Napo. Na Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. Na me say 4D no a 4D ni say the 2D are there. Then the another 2D is dedication and development. So the 4D now is working and it will work and it is possible. So doctor, dedication and development. So the 4Ds are working. Napo obian kan say ye boni din aye anase enye. Party no e wo mra ye di adwuma. Mra ye di adwuma ni say onipa na ya power no say leader no eye ene ye flag bearer no party no manya ko na say on probi no fa ni be champion for na mpanifo nzo hwe say nipa no o se fata say ye betimi di na ko kire Ghana fo e ho ne yedu sisi ye nti trouble keke ni di woni ni na ne de kosi babia nti onipa Mahmoud Baumia edina ko champion for no because Baumi said Dana odini ko ye ana baby o kasa ye no eni party ho ndi Baumi so obi pia obi do obi so obi o obi pia o say oh abemo awie obi so pia on ti ase oh adenti eni ya mo wedi
majority da ko markets assemble no kan e fa bread no ko ye no or say nobody has been presented to per se Napo say bia Napo has not been say ye be gina tum say right party share and the appear could be a casting also no who say
and the appear could be a summon there na some no can or no to me nka say or no na do bet make so on penapo into waka eno no nche say party no say omum penapo appear could be MP say we primaries ono no no kra no primaries or no be contest here and then nyame adum no win the primaries enti wey appointment wey na eba no eye huge it is a kobo obidin na ono no fi say oni nipa ni nya adwen ana say oni fiber ni nya adwen so akobo na podin a nja ngo mo wan tin o me out no be kan
okasa bebre wo ho wo man reasons ntia okasa na utie asem bi eba ebinom attribute to say ebia na poda na onuafo chairman abosu ka same sometime back say MPPS Dr. Baumia does not need any arrogant or you should wear who do be obi ahoma so obi ohyeshi obi omre no ho ase so be body chidom owura nya ho ja utama close aka say owura Dr. Napoi Dr. Baumia Napoi de shine kon enye Baumia choice no ba force the man ma pena da kufo so ka say bi so ono ma pena da kufo ye man kwan party no man kwan ama no chusu do pena ko fa liu mahama ma pena na do party no man kwan e ma no chusu Dr. Baumia enti is fair
say we ma Dr. Baumia
ma ko so chusu enti sa ka bi nko so ye obabi a akodo ma pena da kufo bitumi abenya kokudura ka say it's like Baumia say just Baumia say gunachi a ye ma no kwan ma ne nyere so ye
e dia ko bena asema wo kan se si ya no e really to say why na nim de anka na Baumia person odi ne ko first and second and third se si ya ka say o man peni ku for kan sa asem na ansa na Wednesday Thursday Friday asem na ba say we say e say dey wa bo yi na podin nti ono Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia no akwanya no eda ho ma no ye ka se bia na nka napo na odi ni ba ena nka mpanimfo bi ka se odi bi nkofo napo o kan asem bi se yesi chairman saka se Mahmoud Bawumia hi obi oye arrogant oye proud oye die na one ye arrogant one ye friend arrogant one ye friend proud ye ntu obi adin sa
me say ebinim say
but ye ntu obi adin sa ndi ye kura de me ni pakro but minimum ni pakro no onipa na ono no ye ka ne ho asem sisi ya no to me ni de minimum ni say ye mfo obi am betu dwa say we na we vice president a oba be boni chidom until say mpenifo edidi ni beba out na mpenifo didi ni ba out na me make am until na me kura de marshal say kura di edi na mo dada no the 4Ds
until do hwe kwasa omni no baba
the 4Ds doctor dedication development it is how 4Ds we no omuhia na we etalewechi na we etalewechi a we one of na we was south na we wo ha me madwin say me gi napotum say kamunko ade a anka yamfa napo emra Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ti wona otie dia make say ya me force me share no say onkofa napo na mbom me madwin na make so no so feel say napo no na ode ni baba no ono na dwin ni me madwin me madwin akoka ne de no ama na ye one say as a party ehia napo say one partner Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia so the 4Ds which is doctor dedication and development Ghana ni enko yanim
okay your excellency we have the men bibi edru ni dia hu do bibiri bai
Mr. Bo the 4Ds
we buy we na we fi e beti ya yese Dr. Matupuku Prempeda Dr. Bawumia yi ni se o many running mate and obobo ni chidom ho sem abe bibiri odu bi e ka parliament ni omo ka fa makinde awaka ade apiaku bi dia awaka ene woman kaka we won ya hutamba close ono de unim todo say Dr. Bawumia na nya the choice ni napo na mu de ne shine kon ene nsaba do nti we have the men no enu ni na say that parent no so na ba and this mu shake pa na 5 minutes mpacho.
The fact of the matter, they say this government has caused so much disruption to people's financial wealth. I mean, Abano was saying disruption. This government has caused so much distress to pensioners. Not so?
No, maybe the question
it has caused so much displacement. And then companies replace, relocate. They have caused destruction to our environment. That is called the 4Ds.
Hey. We also we place disruption.
Distress. Displacement. And a destruction.
Wow. Until we move 4D no.
If that is the 4D they want
me na on I don't know when I make was next time you ask me a question
now for so say obi aka no we ya wonum say wo obi aka asem bia na say o make comment bi na so bi so e kana asem na o kan no I say dey o ka
but you say ndi me ke bia na ba ko fi say ono no na me maka before me ko kan
organizational
organizational
management scientifically proven these are the 4D model.
Okay.
Disruption, distress, displacement, and destruction. And Governor, tell me which of these pillars has this government not cost?
None.
Now you are quite a governor.
So you are you are no.
That's about.
The issue here. The issue here you're discussing. Premature. What you say?
Yeah.
And I don't want to give oxygen to political agenda. What I say. Napo has managed to get his name on the radar for about 3 months. Napo. And the intention is to get us to discuss. And I don't want to be part of that. You have been elected as a running mate, a flag bearer. Your next duty is to appoint your running mate. How you do it? Enyami sampi yale masem. Enyami masem. But what I'm worried about, the auxiliary things are happening. As we sit here, there's a young man in Kumasi. Nobody has even spoken to him.
Why not?
Young man now, no worker say, I confirm the Kubi or a friend saying, Tamalino. Who has called him?
Who
has called him?
Oh, okay.
Compare that to Nakoyo. So when you buy Nakoyo, a gun, registered gun in her car. Say, oh yeah, Jacob na, me fantini, me can eja, me can yi, oboa. Say Crobonis will be about news can e. Nti say obitro with the Jacob na, I'm some mitro yi ko Jacob na, yet meet me. Look at that. If Napo is your running meter, a news more important raw materials from Abuja, Abe Napoana. We are here waiting for, as a country, the idea of mine be do ye pay a pair of hands be a yin I better say manufacturers say the hope to this person or man a bed. It's not about slogans. I was wishing, say, the Yababo Kwesi Wilkinson as running mate because he has been he has been an exceptional municipal chief executive. And he say.
Thank you.
Nobody is going to mention Wilkinson as running mate because he's from Ukraine.
Or maybe a Ghana.
Nobody is going to be appointed or nominated as a running mate because he's a fanti, because he's a guy, because he's that. In any case, the Ashanti region, coming to my last point, yes, Ashanti region has produced the greatest, highest number of MPs since 1992.
Yes.
Since 1992. My hospital, Nana Asante Nana, and one in them was Jessica to improve the hospital. So the fact of your coming from Ashanti region, just because the people of Ashanti region are historically aligned to the NPP, does not make you a good running mate. I don't want to come to his personal conduct. But since the matter has not become public, I want to reserve my ammunition.
Okay.
Because within them, those who are firing the sabos are firing it. It doesn't have to take me to do it. But don't come out with a certain concept or paradigm of 4Ds, which will destroy your candidate.
All right. Chumasi.
Dedication and development. Doctor.
Development in Pony.
Many Doctor Ayidin Koma FIM from Kakra. Na essence of economics in Toronto, the input to be by such an Napono or no Napoleon. Share Sakaya Abbey, said the finance minister, SCMOC, essence Nyama Bekuyi, my penis economy, the rest is an answer for the Titisano. In reality, in sanity, says Dr. John Kwatika Simbi. Or see Usuma Abaya Bebanopa. Essence the way I name Messitiano. About Baban be Hunaman Papa. I said also no. 5 minutes near sorry.
And now so assembly survey. I'm saying, Kuma. I mean, remember from last year now, Bedru Sabri. anye dem kra be 30 die bedu na me ba bia masema me kan say aban obeba to 2025 me manidue yes, all the political parties campaign nanso eja ya so asi yenim no jakwa na ba bia ye ti sese ye yi ye beka se eya fi se ye nya ye ni option se Andra na MF omo ama ya approval yes Monday sika no be hit Bank of Ghana na yanhwe nia esi be se na watwe mienu a atwam ekọ ne bosumi mu ye mu bebre ne kan se ekọ se nia ekoya by October see the bedu 20 cities na do 20 cities a enya ne boane na me pe enti na make 20 cities na mom nia ye hu na nyame nchade se enimanimu ye numusuo bi atwen obra bebre 2025 at least am I briefing but nia eye me hu ewo mu ni se ankasa bre ye hwe how sa immediate briefing ye kan say savings ye nyen nka ye de be plan towards 2025-2026 but rather nia ye kan nyina ne say adwuma adwuma bi ma na ya place hot on ye ba be shase we is good yes ye penisa but okay say in 2023 one asema finance minister kan o say omo start any new even project because we are not in normal times yet you can we ya na share agenda 111 ase you building left right center is good. I don't think it's you bet me away agenda 111 ebia 50% of them before December elections. Any party be obeba NDC MPP oba at the time of 2025 you shall see a full payment for domestic debt exchange restructuring no you share full payment ase you need require all the moratorium everything by 2025 you shall see ye tua pepepe ajakwa bna wonim say ye gusu a ye negotiate on restructuring the energy debt enduru babia ajakwa bna me ehun ni say ye kan ni nyina ye bosin a ya bo ne ye kan say ye ka o contractors ye ntu omuka enka ho enduru chi ye oti wayek eka na ede no eno yamfa nka ho ankasa amfa emedi hu nkomo so the new party and as a new president obeba ida say eko MPP ana eko NDC a obeduru ho no na obeye de ye dia wo say na say na wa ye ni ye ajakwa na beto aso ekwan obi kwa meka say no nti there is no light at the end of the tunnel. No. Ajakwa bna ba bia ye wono ye hu esum e wo ye nim
chahan
ye be so enti na che say ye fa nyanse bi wo kasa no mu ne che say ye mu a ye plan say ye co relocation na say ye nko say the wo kan dey me fan say advice there no
ye business decision no ye business decision. Me check me cast based on available data
in reality
data and commission do why yenche
data wo no see ajakwa na eto da bi Ghana e dwene se ya run economy no e bi a prayer meeting bi then man abeba. That's why the finance minister can boldly say yenko IMF da when Ghana was in distress more than a epic time still even 2 days before IMF still could say it. Let John Kuma could stand at a house of records Parliament re-echo it and to all cannot say again. And to one because again, no, we were seeing darkness at that time. What you say? You are a naysayer. Umpegana ye. You bet one no ye home. Asre. I say, oh, see, can't be a beba. But listen, I don't come now. Wouldn't be a demand for $1 in a year. See, remember, Mekahan last week said already, cocoa syndicated loan. You declare 350,000 metric tons of cocoa. I agree with the idea to me supply. I don't know PBC. And Kodune said there will be a cocoa syndicated loan unless you try to inflate the figure of expectation near the Aquaco Jessica. Other than that, now inflate this one, it will be added up to the already existing. This is the situation. The penny be by this time, maybe we are planning of a sinking fund. From 2025, you see, from about 2017, MPP by there was an existing sinking fund. Just say yeah,
it's depleted.
Send me a bear, a Canadian anymore. No, is it obi what you bika? No, cause na mama na watch Joahume. Na watch echi, wakwa kutua. Na wo sha asie di chibom. Wo sha asie di tsadenam. Wo sha asie sha atade foforo. Dwen say echina no emma.
Ebe mo wa kase kaka na okobosi abo awanye.
I don't know. Madam Bumako. Ozo yesika.
Na wa business wa for wa. Ebe mo ko pesca ebe ma.
Work is our problem that's what.
This is the reality.
Ukraine now. President chef fools you too.
This is the reality.
Show boy.
A message say any of the party or your potential by now they should form a team. Not of politicians.
Correct.
But technocracy. 2025 is not for politicians. Obi biara odune say 2025 politicians and na be run no odi agro.
Ya yekona dada.
Because 2025 ajakwamna enye the normal game. Wo ba wo bedi akonwa enye eka o. Eka ye atwem. You see me the cap na ye ntwetwem ya at least make me ada kakra na ma dwene ho kwan ya mefa so atua wa hyebra ye betua no wa hyebra ye betua nti wo be ba betom on your budget edien na ye different minim say enche ye benya the interim budget ebeba se eba na ye already no ye wodwuje ko July o media budget by now we should hear we have the air around the media budget for projection. We don't expect anything too different. The only thing is the cushion from IMF, the cushion from World Bank, the cushion from African Development Bank, the cushion from other development donors. By yemfa obi so obebuwa wa yemfa ntutuka. These are not from you. Enye ni awayo. Obi na de bebua enti kina wanfa ma wankasa no ede na obeye
yase misa me da se papa we de wanfa mai na so de ban so uni manensa ede na wo ye se ba de beba no ekwa wankasa obetumi bibi na de teche misa Dr. John Kwachi the same question say no de abai no ede na ebe de afa ho se de be yankonkwa ebe consumable say nursing training allowance ye tue bi entua bi teacher training allowance entua contractors entua omoka yenye we say kra no I think tewufo ne university teachers ne technical university teachers ne obia skabi onti we de ba e de ba betue wi a na akokosire ti a big question a esi tumi anu yie pa nti anope madam empanifo nyina ase na me ma 1 minute pe asembe na wo de to empanifo nim se na be ya motibia mo bitu ahwe ye ho bibi ne enso
plastic industry for we are very distressed, very much distressed. Fano taxes ho enka enye yempe say decision ya fano enka ye bekoso na isan say GRA4 omo tata ye nti na ema ye ba no sa ye de enka ye wabotre ye kasa ya menya ntie bi say finance minister nyame aduma next week no obehia yen na say nanka ye hwehwe because said me kan no ye ka say ye shut it down the ripple effect no it's so overwhelming ye mpese ye bedu sa empenso no nti ye besere said ye metie no say no credit
o say ka say wotie
say no credit and the credit and ye yemfa no sa na asomdwe embra na yentumi enye ye adwuma
me da se anope ye be soro so na se na be soro so no no kaya hotel ne ton ho samsam no saa ye hotel makomako a Rock City ne ho hotel ne ye no letter National Pension Regulatory Authority dia ba no be kan tiawa ene say o ma hyesene te say they should suspend sa transaction ekoso ni nyina enti me kasa makenkan ya ewa ya breniti na mo say by the board okay you are hereby directed by the board of the authority to suspend all processes seeking to engage Rock City Hotel Limited as the strategic investor in the matter of the sale of the above mentioned hotels. Enti epedweku a hwe pension so ede nkrata akomase ne te se wo ma kyerɛkyerɛ nsɛm nyinaa mu adi nsɛm nyinaa akyi na ɔmo na regulate SNET pension for sika nyinaa enti wo mo hyɛ SNET se ikitawudie bi ekoso wo mo ne Rock City ntamu no wo mo ntwensensen
ɔmo chance yie
to ma twensensen na fe de wachiri bia no ye de aba
na ba ye ne dia
enti na anu information bako a me de ema mo ye beda ma se papa na fe huye no aba fam kakra ena no pay ma mfa sa ho kwan fa se dama special insurance special drink dey bi nkoma this way dey bi nso nkoma this fufu ni tabekwan na menu akuma your man US na nadu Connecticut oso chia na na birthday enti na nadu birthday
na nadu ya friend why
na nadu menu akuma menu aketwa owo Connecticut wo USA ene na woda enti na nadu wa wuni penny you know the love is deep me bon paya ma wati otie ni nyina ohwe ya ohwe ye nkwatinti na me bisade ama abrebia wo ba me ene opapa busue ni nyina wo mo organa hane ama no ni nyina ka bom ama happy birthday na nadu menim se ebrepam no yebidi enkomo sanso ana ma mfasa ho kwan yi na ye nua ba ko a okayo na ono ne na asa ofi achepa oye DC oye DC ewo achimansa asamoa onabo asamoa ene ye gya na papa kwan ye ne papa yi ewo gomua asen ene ye gya na kwanti mo na me fo nyina de meka gidigdo makokuduru ho a enya sankoto akra anti eno no sanso ena ensem madro gire hema so ono so nua pani edafom a ono so no pay ye gya no kwan ewo ansam adwagiri ewo nsam heya no so na eno no ewie ya be soro so na mo ya be karetiawa na ma soro so ne se obedi wiase atemu nyina amanasi inkasa hwe nyina be koso amanasi horo ba horo nipa ebesi adapatwa ebesi but the reality insida ebekoso akoso tiniye oha na wo ho no so bi ka wasamo a obetwa na dapa obeso pano a obehoro nipa na oka asam na ekoso enye no otwe adwene asiso no obedi na tama horo na so pa na kada pa nyina fa ne ho nanso oha na wo ho no so wanye ho bibia ebekoso awo ho ayabebu na mebu anope ndi owaso no onti bidi de jakwabna be the team na se ye ho ya doma da so da se ne ebihia yakramo